Oh my gosh. Hi. Uh, just running a little behind. That's all.
It's awesome.
How is everyone? Good?
Good. Yeah, I'm excited about this conversation.
I am really excited. I am
Yeah.
super, super excited. I was just telling Amy and Paige that I just finished. Like, just.
I was worried about that because I saw your comments on the last like 3 chapters, and I was like, oh, she's cutting it close.
Yeah, but I did it, so that's all that matters, right?
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, I didn't think I was going to have any of it finished by this. I just didn't do anything with my life for the last 2 days, like 0. I sat on the couch and I read for 2 days. Well, yesterday and then part of today. So that's what my life's been like.
You were even further behind than I was. Like, you had 144 pages left when I had, like, 80 pages left.
And that was after I'd already read a whole bunch. So, like, I was at the beginning of the day yesterday, I think I was on page 316 or something. I was, like, there.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Like this
You've been
much.
completely immersed.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like still processing. Oh my gosh. Hey,
my
Tara.
lighting is
When did you finish? To everybody tell me when you finished, because I know some people, like Paige finished like last month. So she's like, I don't know why you girls are stressing. Like,
always dependable.
hi, Stacy. I was wondering if you'd finish in time. Yeah. It was
Which is funny because I didn't have you and Tara, I didn't have any of the same issues that you were having. So I can't wait to talk about that.
With the story, yeah. Okay.
I know Leanna's
I'm
not
only
crazy about the writing
40%
style.
in, but maybe hearing about it will help me. Yes. I shared a little bit that, like, I guess in the Discord or whatever, I really did not get into this story until that 144 page mark, like, left. I mean, like, I read like 400 pages before I really started to get into it. So I don't know if that's encouraging or not, but I did finally really start to get into it. So I feel like that's what happened to me in the first book too.
I think I had a harder time getting into it in the first book than I did this book, even though this book is, and I agree with Alicia's comment. She commented in the since you didn't read the last chapter section yet, she said, I really, nope, that wasn't what it, nope. So, what am I looking for? Who said something that I was like, oh, yeah, I agree. Keep talking, sorry.
It's okay. Now I'm curious because I didn't get to look at that last part in the Discord. I'm like, what did everybody say? Oh my gosh, there's quite a bit in there. Ruby said, screaming again. Laugh out loud, no time to scream in chat, apparently. But wow, these last chapters. What's OOF?
Out of.
I don't know that abbreviation.
I don't.
Katya said, wow, Jade War really delivered.
Oof.
What Paige?
What?
Oof.
Oh, that's all it is? It's just like,
oh,
okay.
Oof. Okay.
I thought it was like an LOL or like a. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just ignore me.
Was it in the. Who said something that I felt like I agreed with? And now I don't see it anymore.
Katya said, wow, Jade War really delivered. Barrow has a much bigger role than I imagined. crying face. Now I'm curious what position Shay will find herself in Jade Legacy. Annan's character arc is Chef's Kiss. Also, Rue and Nico will be kids, or does Legacy suggest they're older? I loved how Nico worried for Shay. The scene with them showed he's a protective, empathetic character like his dad. Agree. Totally agree. Tara says, I finished Friday morning. Oh, okay, good. I had no issues getting into the
maybe it was
book.
on Goodreads. It was one of the reviews.
What did it say?
Okay, let me go.
Now you got to go to Goodreads.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Annie Danny replied to Katya saying, Nico seems to have so much land, or I keep saying land, but the audiobook pronounces it lawn in him. I am so curious to see how the kids grow in Legacy and if the true story of how Nico came to live with the calls makes its way to him as he grows. Zoe says, finished. Can't wait to read the conclusion of this series. Casey says, I don't know how I feel about the ending. I can see where it leads up to some big things in the next book, but I felt a bit underwhelmed. Still, the book overall was good and at many points had me shocked. I gave this one a 4 as well.
Okay. It was Lanny on Goodreads said, I enjoyed this more than Jade City. It's a slower pace. It is slower pace, but it allowed me to connect with the characters better. And I think that that's why I didn't mind the slow pace so much. Actually, I was totally into a lot of the stuff that nobody else was into. And I felt way more invested in the characters, and that I liked a lot of the characters a lot more in this one. So, like, my attachment to the characters increased substantially in this book, so that I had more emotional moments. I definitely teared up a lot of times in this book because I felt a lot more attached to the characters than I did in the first one.
Wow. Leanna says, oh, yeah, thank you. I had a moment. It's fine. Hello. I think I only slept 3 hours last night, so I don't know how long I'll be in here or how coherent I'll be. That's okay.
Don't worry, we never are anyway.
Yeah. Who's coherent? Raise your hand.
Was that coherent? I don't know that, but
we just like to spew stuff at the cameras.
I'm all over the place right now, so it is readable for me. I'm just not invested. Yeah, that was me. Hey everyone. Hi Sandy. I haven't finished yet. Enjoying it so far. Good. I definitely cried a few times. I still hate Barrow. Oh my gosh, the whole Barrow thing at the end. I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my freaking goodness.
No, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I literally was like, no, and Mom's like, what? And she was like, I said, he's still alive, and she had no clue what I was talking about.
He's like a cockroach, man.
He is. He never dies. He never dies.
Oh my gosh. Like for a second, whenever he was hanging out with Aiton, I thought like, oh, he's going to get reformed. Okay. He's going to get reformed and he's going to join the good guys.
Wishful thinking. I never thought that.
That didn't happen.
For 1 second. He's a sociopath. Who mentioned it earlier? Didn't Mutt say his dad said, oh, he's a sociopath?
Yeah, he did say
not untrue.
He did say that his dad said that. He is a definite cockroach.
He's a cockroach.
Definite.
Ugh.
And at the end, you think he would learn his lesson, but nope. He has issues.
Well, he did learn his lesson. Jade is bad. But
Jade ruined his life.
That's right.
I mean, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Amber's here. Amber, hello. I agree. I definitely felt more attached to the characters in this book. At the end, I sobbed. The end was so rough. Never thought I would cry over that character. Yeah. Yes. I gave Are you talking about Roan? Because I'm still so upset. I'm so upset. I don't think I can give it 5 stars though, because of how long it took me to get to where I cared at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm giving it 5 stars.
She's like, I don't have that hesitancy.
This isn't. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think I gave the first one 5 stars, and I definitely didn't feel 5 stars about Jade City. But this one worked for me.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got invested in the politics, whereas I didn't feel that same way in the first book. But I was totally into all the intrigue, all the details. I wanted to know what I was into it, like Shay was into it. Like I just got into it, which is weird because I'm not usually into that level of. I mean, it's really heavy duty in the conversations of politics and within the clans and on all the international relationships and all that. Like all that stuff is so detailed, so in depth, and it has a lot of bearing in the story, but it can be really tedious if you're not into it. I totally get that.
Yeah, like your brain has a way of taking it in and then like somehow organizing it like inside of your brain to where it all makes sense. And my brain is going, wait, why was that guy important? Like
Yeah, I do tie all that. I tie everything together in my brain. Like I'm able to, I don't know if I'm able to compartmentalize or what, but I'm able to like, I don't know.
Do you have a little
You have a waffle brain.
Waffle brain. Ew.
And then the little pieces of waffle all tie together and bring it all together to. So then I can just take a little from here. Huh?
I use spaghetti brain.
It's like, because then I know where to take things from. I'm like, oh, that's there in that waffle hole. That's there in that waffle hole. I'll take those pieces together and put them together. Now I know that.
Whereas mine's one long train that can branch into 6 different things at the same time, but it's all interconnected in one particular train of thought.
And she doesn't write that way.
I don't know where I was, guys. That's true. But he's putting the blame on someone else. It's his fault. He was so Jade obsessed.
Oh, Barrow. Yeah. But he's completely self-centered. He could not care less about what's right and wrong as far as who actually the blame should be laid on.
I'm terrified for the last book with how emotional I got with this book.
Oh. Agreed.
I gave it 5 stars. It was touch and go, but I thought about this every single day. And to me, that's a 5 star. Yeah, I agree with your reasoning. 3.5 for me. Preferred Jade City. Really like Andon and Hilo as characters.
Yeah, I mean, I know that all of you got really mad at Hilo, and I get it. I still like Hilo a lot. I'm sorry, Paige. I
had...
People are complex. They're complex, Paige.
He's a misogynistic piece of shit.
Like, you know what a fan I was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My world got rocked. Like, I don't know about him killing Amy. Like, I still don't know how I feel about that.
I expected it the whole time. Like, it was inevitable.
Okay.
There's no way you could have a Jade legacy without him taking Nico.
I know.
They could have just brought the kid.
How would they have? How would they have been able to bring the kid?
Convince him. Like, work at it like decent human beings and have conversations.
There's no way. There's no way.
Go murder shit and steal their fucking child.
They're gangsters. What do you expect?
Ethics. I love that. I like my
Paige, have you been reading these books?
I
love it.
Can Alicia say a spoiler? Is everybody cool with that?
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Dived into it.
I wasn't even trying not to, honestly, up until this point.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Tara says, I still like Hilo, just didn't like the deal with him killing Nico's mom. To me, it came out of nowhere. I thought that he would like incapacitate Nico's mom, like knock her out like through channeling or whatever, and then he would just take Nico. Like, because how's she really going to come after him? You know, like if the clan has him, like, anyway. But I can see where that could have been a problem. I don't know. The boyfriend was annoying.
Oh, the boyfriend was even more misogynistic than Hilo. He was way worse than I mean, Hilo's got issues, lots and lots of issues, but the boyfriend I wanted to beat him. They're basically the mob. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Your mama
Oh, I
still
see.
raised you better.
She meant mob. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Even though you're part of a mob, your mama still raised you better.
That
I love how moralistic you are, Paige. It's good. It's good to know. And apparently, there's good reason for the fact that I'm the most chaotic one when it comes to Suffer-a-thon. I'm partially no heart. No, I'm just kidding. Not that I actually wanted him to kill her. Just saying I wasn't surprised at all.
I also don't like for me, it's not even just that. It was the way that he spoke about her, and then the way that he treated Wen. That I'm like, you are not a person I like. Like, I like his character. That is fine. I don't like his personality.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just something that fundamentally goes against every single one of my beliefs, and I feel that he could still be the way that he is and have the values that he has without belittling women in the way that he does.
In a perfect world, yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
I know. But, like, this is a fantasy world. You don't have to write misogynistic into it.
But I think based on the way, I'm not saying this is okay, based on the way that Fonda Lee is writing this story, it feels like it's based on a more traditional concept of what the world is like.
Absolutely. But, like,
I mean, they don't even have cell phones.
It's so
I
archaic.
watched The Matrix last night, and now I'm like making so many parallels at this time. I've never seen it before, but it's also like he was really against his grandfather, and his grandfather wasn't even like that towards women, so it wasn't like it's an ingrained value.
But his grandfather was, because he allowed his friend Doru to molest young girls for the whole time. So his grandfather really was. And so Hilo's never had really good examples of how to genuinely treat women well, I'm sure, in his life, especially now women are starting to get a better leg in society, but it hasn't traditionally been that way.
Yeah, and it's like he's happy for Shay to do whatever she wants, like, and be in position.
I'd like to see him try and stop her.
Just stop it. Yeah. Treat your wife with respect.
Well, he's going to have to do his wife differently now.
Think about it. Think about how different the situation would have been if she had been able to be open with him about needing to have a role in the clan, and like him taking her seriously and really giving her some
support.
Responsibility.
She wouldn't have died.
Right?
I just broke my neck.
No, it wouldn't have worked out. It wouldn't have worked out because he is so fearful. He feels like nobody loves him the way he's always wanted to be loved. The only person he can trust to love him in the same way is someone who he can keep safe because she's a stone eye. So in partially, he married her because he can keep her safe and keep her to himself. He's fearful.
Healthy. Go to therapy.
No, it's not healthy. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying that's a big part of the reason why he is the way he is. He says it in the end, when he's angry at Shay, he's like, she was the only thing I could keep safe and keep to myself. Like that. And that honestly is a really unhealthy reason to marry somebody, but that's a big part of the reason why you married her. Yeah.
I don't like it. It's fine because that is his character.
Yeah.
It's just like, if I was to meet someone like that in my reality, and they're like, I married my wife because I could keep them safe, I'd be like, fucking what, broski? So I've had the same reaction.
Totally. Oh, totally. Yeah.
To him in this.
Alicia said she bawled like a baby when Shay had to kill the guy she was in love with, Morrow.
I'm not laughing at that. Sorry, Alicia.
I was devastated at this part too.
It was so sad. But it was inevitable too. I knew this was going to happen. I kept saying, he's going to be a liability. He's going to be a liability. He's going to be a liability. Guess what he became? A liability.
Oh!
No,
it was very sad.
For Hilo, you're either with us or against us. No middle ground. I don't know, because I feel like I'm in the middle ground right now.
This is the problem. There are things called words. He should try and use them.
I think he's going to be a different person in the next book. I don't think he has a choice. His wife is partially paralyzed, and everybody has gone against him, gone behind his back because of his limitations.
Of lack of communication.
Wow, Alicia, I didn't say that. I at least kept it to myself.
Super harsh. But also, Nico's mom, she deserved it. I expected it.
I expected it.
I didn't.
I'm not saying this is any reason that okay, granted, let's take the whole she got murdered off the thing for a second. She was going to leave without giving Nico's family a chance to have it out. Like, she wasn't going to give me opportunity to have conversation. They were going to leave and completely take the son away from the family. And Hilo was very clear that he wanted to spend time with his nephew, and it was very important to him because he lost his brother who he loved. Like, I'm not saying that it justifies murder, but I'm saying that was a problem. Like, that wasn't fair for her either. She went about it the wrong way, for sure.
But also, like, she was the mom. Okay. So she had the rights over the kid way before Uncle Hilo did.
I get that in our society, but in a family, a society where family is the center, it's a much different perspective. I'm just saying, perspective-wise, they see things a lot different than, in a society where we're a lot more independent and the rights of the individual is more important. I don't know. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just
in the context of the story, you're like, yeah, cool. Yes. But
I agree.
If it was happening in reality, you'd be like, absolutely fucking not.
Right.
And I agree with you, Danielle, because I kept thinking that. I'm like, but she's the mom. She's the one who has the choice. She gets to make these decisions for the kid. But I was still mad at her for not giving her child a chance to get to know his family.
Yeah.
But the clan makes the decisions.
Well, that's the reality. It's a gangster story.
I keep forgetting that it's a gangster story.
Well, because Fonda Lee's made this group of gangsters justified in being gangsters. Like, they're the gangsters with the golden hearts. I mean, not the golden hearts, the golden... What is the word I'm looking for? The golden souls. Because they're not against, they're not like the crews over... I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. I'm so sorry.
You're not talking too much. It's fine.
But I'm like, they're not like the crews over on Espenia that don't have... the clans are an important part of the culture, an important part of what Kikons become. So they're not looked at as the bad guys. They're looked at as a critical part of the community. But they're still gangsters. Like, they still are.
It was like when the cockfighting and all of that was being mentioned in Espenia, I was like, oh yeah, like, this is actually illegal shit, right?
Oh, that's a good point, Leanna. Yeah.
It was a good reminder of Hilo's brutality. He's evolved a bit, tried to talk it out, but in the end, had to use force.
Yeah. Yeah, he was going to get his way no matter what.
Yeah, and I recognize that. Yeah. No, there's no rational conversations in a gangster fantasy novel. Shoot first, ask questions later.
I go be bad.
I think this is my first gangster fantasy novel, so
that's true. That's a good point.
I'm still adjusting to what is expected. Oh, no.
See, once you read a whole bunch more, you'll be
Right.
expecting. I haven't read a whole bunch, I don't think. No, I
No,
haven't.
but you're more like you can rationalize and
Like, is
remember
there more
details.
of this stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Really?
Gangster. What are some gangster fantasy series?
People who enjoyed Jade War might also enjoy. It will probably come back around on Hilo when Nico learns the truth. Possibly. That's a good point, Leanna. You did try, I guess.
I love it.
But
Tara wants to like Hilo again. Gotta find some way to justify. No, I'm just teasing Tara.
I still don't not like Hilo. I just had a really hard time with that particular
Yeah, it was fucked up. Oh, sorry. Excuse my language. We're on Danielle's channel. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I love that Andon has found a healthy way for him to work with Jade because he seems to have a gift for it. I was pretty excited about that too.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see how that shapes, because why wouldn't that be in a way that it's already working?
You mean
why wasn't that an option to him before?
he was just so afraid of Jade, though? He never took the chance to try. I don't know.
I mean, you can also use the channeling for taking people's lives, you know.
He never tried it. He probably never tried using it for healing or something like this.
Yeah.
But he could still get the itches, though, can't he? Like, it doesn't matter that.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I'm like, but his whole thing was because it. Ooh. I wonder if it's the like morality behind Jade, what purpose you're using it for that causes the itches. So maybe if he's using it to heal and to save lives, that won't cause the itches because it's helping people, whereas those that are more susceptible to it and are killing with it mean that it like taints your soul and the jade is tainted, and that's why they can create shine.
Could be.
Interesting.
And then the legacy is actually going to be looking more at what Jade could do in the future rather than the actual kids. Now that we've got this new avenue.
Definitely a possibility.
Yeah. The legacy of the actual Jade.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see when Andon finds out the truth, and then later with Nico. The truth. Wait, what's Andon finding out the truth
about? about Hilo killing. What was the mother's name?
Amy.
Amy. Oh, like my name. Similar. I think Hilo will have a hard time with it. Really, really hard time with it.
Or you think Andon will?
That's what I meant. I don't think Hilo will give a second thought. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
In Hilo's very limited scope, he thinks he did what he had to do. He genuinely believes he did what he had to do.
And go bonk bonk.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, Paige. Because he's limited in
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Do you think he did what Lon would have wanted him to do?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, not at all.
No.
It'd be kind of cool if Lance Ghost like comes back to haunt him and be like, "Oh, he killed my wife."
Why would you do such a thing?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to take you on 3 journeys tonight so you can find your soul.
Yes, Amber, I love that he's wanting to wear Jade to heal, not to kill.
That was a great twist. I mean, that was a great moment. I loved that moment. It was so good. I just wish he could have saved the other guy as well.
Me too.
100% with Andon figuring out how to help people with Jade and coming to peace with it. Yeah.
I also kind of think that Andon probably doesn't have as big of a problem with Jade as he thinks he does. When he went from
This
one
is my
stone,
thought.
yes, the reenactment of Paige reading this book.
No, what
That
you're
would be-
saying, but also
I think that the fact that Andon went from having one stone to having all of that, like, was all of Helo's Jade, right? He was having all of Helo's Jade in one instant, and he was in that moment required to kill Gontash. Like, that was such an extreme, like, jump from here to like 10,000 that it scared the crap out of him. But it doesn't necessarily mean he's not going to be able to handle himself with Jade. Like, I feel like he's just so fearful, and he had a really bad experience. But it's understandable he had a really bad experience because he went from 0 to 5,000 in 2 seconds and then had to murder somebody. Like, that destroy anybody.
He was already questioning it before that happened because of what's happened to his family.
And his grandpa was such a dick. Sorry, my language. He was. Remember, the night before at dinner, his grandpa was going, like, he was just such a jerk to Andon. I'm like, this is going to make it worse. So that's why I was mad at Hilo at that point, because I was like, Hilo, you were there when your grandfather was a total dick to Andon. Like, have a little more compassion. And we all know what happened to Andon's family. Like, it's not surprising that he would get so scared.
But Hilo go boom boom.
Oh, yeah. You know, like I said, he's limited.
what would a reenactment of you reading this book look like, Paige?
Can you do one?
Honestly, I was listening to the audiobook while doing a jigsaw.
Did you throw any pieces?
No, there was moments. I think I did. I was like working on something, and I was just like, "What the fuck? What?" And then Ash was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yep."
Yep.
Leanna said, I found it weird that the guy Amy was with seemed misogynistic and was quick to agree with letting Nico spend so much time in John Loon. Why would Amy leave Lon for a guy like that?
Well, and that made me, like, lose a lot of respect for her and think, like, is she thinking about herself and her child completely if she's willing to put herself and her child in this man's with this guy who was he was awful.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's justified her murder, but
no, I know. I took it as she was just totally done with, like, the clan life, and
mm-hmm.
But I'm not saying
she made good choices.
The guy, that whatever that guy's name was the guy from Steppenland or whatever.
Quick to agree because he knew that they were going to flee anyway, so why not just agree with him, get in the better books?
Yeah.
And then
I feel like he was quick to agree because he didn't actually want the responsibility of Nico.
I had that thought too. Yeah, I did too.
And his first response was, "Look at this hot thing I brought back from this hot.
Look at this souvenir
I brought back from Jan Loon. Isn't she hot?" And she's telling this to her, like, her ex-husband, her dead ex-husband's brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, Amy, she's just as terrible as the rest of them. Why write and tell Lon of the baby to then go and say, yeah, no, I'm good. Don't be a part of his life. Make up your mind.
Why did she initially write to Lon, whatever his name is, if she then was going to turn around and be completely different? Was she trying to blackmail him? Huh?
Because he was alive when she wrote to him?
Yeah, that's my thought, is that when he was alive, she still had a feeling of, like, okay, this is his kid. I don't want to keep his kid from him. But then when she heard that Lon had died, she was like, oh, well, this is my chance to, like, get him away from that way of life.
The green bone lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say. It doesn't matter where you are. The clan will find you. Dun,
They're
dun,
planning
dun.
to put their noses back on their faces.
What are you not wrong about, Amy?
It was a while ago. I don't know.
Kara wanting
Oh.
to like Hilo again and trying to
Oh,
fight.
okay.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
And Paige had a good thought. I don't know which one it was either. Gosh darn it. I'm sorry.
The Jade.
The Jade, yeah.
Oh, with the legacy
Losing its
thing?
power if it's a negative, using it for a negative.
Oh, okay.
Not losing its power.
Well, I also feel like there were little hints that when Andon was away, you can almost feel his need to want to have and touch Jade again when he met the other Jade holders.
I think that was a big part of his attraction to Corey, because Corey really wasn't a great match for Andon. It was sweet what they had going on. It was his first love, but Corey wasn't, as Corey's dad and Hilo said, like, Corey's not the most amazing match for you because he's not a very strong dude and he's not a strong green bone. And Andon is very green bone. Like, no matter how little jade he wears, he is a green bone to the core. And Corey wouldn't have been a good partner for him in the long run. But I think he was also really drawn to those moments.
Jade turned him on.
Yeah, it did. It was hot.
It did. It lit his fire.
Those sex scenes were not, though.
Everything about Fonda Lee's sex scenes was so not sexy.
Spare us.
It was so uncomfy.
Really was.
No behind the scenes in a vlog for us, Paige?
No, my week for Roller Freeze will be going up tomorrow, but there is no visual of me reading it. Because I don't know how to take B-roll.
I've been having a hard time filming lately. I've been having a hard time editing and like, I don't know, I'm struggling. I say that every single time we talk, don't I? So I guess just in general.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of brain space. There's a lot of different activities.
Just do like I do, Amy. Wait until the very last minute. Film, edit, and post the same day.
It takes me forever to edit. Well, because I make videos that are like 2 hours long. So.
Right. Oh. Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks since I finished the book. I can't remember all the characters' names right now. That's okay. So thanks, Amy, for knowing what I was talking about.
Corey.
It's so cute how protective Nico is over his cousin when he found out Hilo's son was a Stone Eye. I'm excited for Jade Legacy. I am too. I love those boys, and I stand by what I said in the chat. I think Jaya is the one that is going to be a green bone. I think she's had all the signs. She's had all the signs of it, being a feisty monster, and I think she is going to be a baddie.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's going to be Hilo's heir.
But Nico is definitely the calm brain like his dad was, which made him Lan, which made him a great lawn.
Maybe Jaya will be the horn. Like, oh yeah.
And then Hilo's son could be the weatherman.
Can Rue be the weatherman? Do you have to be a green bone to hold those positions?
Probably, but I don't see why not.
Legacy. Like, let's change things.
Being able to help out from behind the scenes and be informants, so that is actually not a bad place to be in.
Yeah. I was freaking out so hard whenever Rue swallowed those buttons. Like, But I
was really confused.
I was freaking out so hard.
I was freaking out, but I was also confused that he wasn't having any symptoms yet. Like, I didn't think, he's a Stone Eye. I didn't think about that at all until we found out he was. But I was like, well, why isn't he reacting? Like, why isn't he having issues? Like, what's going on? Why is there such a delay? Like, I was thinking all those things, not even putting
his
two and two
jade
together.
tolerance is so, advanced for his years. Like,
yeah. I wasn't putting two and two together, though.
Yeah. I was terrified when Wynn and the kids were at the park and her brother came to get them and the car blew up. Yeah. I think these were the chapters where, like, Shay had to kill Morrow, Ken got blown up. Like, those were the chapters where I was like, oh, okay, we're going to do this now. Like,
yeah. That was scary.
Gosh. with how Wynn helped, I bet it'll change the look of Stone Eyes and that they'll be able to be more involved. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I really do. I hated how she felt bad about Rue being a Stone Eye. I was like, Wynn, like, there had to be a part of you that knew, and then she kind of admitted that there was a part of her that knew that that was a chance. That's why she put such an emphasis on tracking
Nico.
down Nico and getting him home because she was afraid she wouldn't be able to provide that.
Well, I think she had the more negative reaction for sure compared to her and Hilo, but I think it also makes sense because she's the one who's had to experience all the negative thoughts and opinions, and she doesn't want that for her kid. And I think she had this idea that you marry Hilo, who's the most greenest of green dudes, and, you know,
Surely your kids are going to come out green.
you got that hope.
Surely.
But I think Hilo might actually go a long way towards helping the perception of Stone Eyes, because he married a stone-eyed woman, and he didn't have a negative reaction when his son, you know, he was a little disappointed, but like mostly more frightened and happy that he was okay. I think that him being the pillar, and he's going, you know, like, whereas most people shun the kids that are Stone Eyes, he's not going to do that at all. So it'll be interesting to see how that changes the overall perception of it from the people within Janloon towards Stone Eyes.
Yeah, and even that doctor got to witness, you know, like Hilo's reaction, and that wound up being, you know, a good interaction.
What was the doctor afraid he was going to do? Like,
He thought he was going to be mad. Yeah, he
and
thought he
kill the
was gonna
doctor
be mad.
because he gave,
like, this is your freaking fault. I didn't like that either, but I also love that Hilo was good with it and didn't freak like I expected. Yeah.
Oh my god! His brain cell multiplied finally.
I knew he wasn't going to freak about that either. I guess I know all about Hilo. Let me tell you about this guy.
Definitely. That wasn't what I was worried about him freaking out about. I was worried about him freaking out about Andon and Wynn almost dying, and I was right.
You're right. He beat the shit out of Shay.
He lost it. He
Well,
lost
she
it.
beat him back, so.
And if Nico hadn't, if the boys hadn't like kind of interrupted them, oh my gosh, it was getting bad. Like she was like, one of us is gonna have to wind up unconscious for this to.
I think she would, because I think she would have been able to take him down because he was too emotional in that moment. He was going to be clumsy, and, you know,
Yeah.
I think she would have taken him.
But then Hilo's strength is funneled by his emotions.
True. I'd like to think Shay would take him.
He was fine. Yeah, I'd like to think so too.
I think Shay is so tough compared to how she behaves sometimes.
I mean, I thought Shay was going to be able to beat Mata, but she didn't. So
I think she could have. I still think she could have. I think that she let her surprise throw her off. You know, if she hadn't stopped if she hadn't like been surprised in that moment, she would have guarded herself better than she did. But she gave that split moment of like, whoa, and Mata took it and went for it. I'm like, I don't know. I think that Shay's confidence is a thing that really screws her up a lot of times. I think that she's perfectly capable. I think that she's one of the stronger green bones. I think she lets her confidence ruin things for her often. Mm-hmm. Whereas you don't have that with Wen. Wen is confident. I love Wen. I went from 360.
I think she's awesome.
She's become my favorite character.
Her reaction, like whenever she was like, well, okay, Hilo, like if you're not going to take out Zepunyo now, like when it's already been a year, I was kind of like, okay, like if he says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. So, and I didn't want her to get hurt, you know? So, but when she actually shot him, that was super gratifying to me. Like,
it was.
Like, yes.
Yeah, I think that also happened while I was puzzling, and I'm made a noise of some description.
Picturing Paige's noises.
Alicia thinks that Shay could have beat Mata too.
I do.
I still think Hilo would have stopped before it got too bad. He's so protective over his family. Oh, before he beat the living daylights out of Shay. Beat her within an inch of her life. Yes, that was the part that had me crying. Hilo took it so hard that when got hurt, I cried for Win because I totally thought she was going to die. That whole part. Yeah, I was wrecked during that whole part. Yeah.
I was like, I could hear my heart pounding in my ears.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that whole thing with Andon and like, oh, that just devastated me. Just devastated. And Wen, because I came to love Wen, and I'm like, no, you can't kill her off. No, you can't kill her off. But I knew something was going to happen because I knew something was going to happen because she decided to go do that thing. You knew, like, it was like, that's the foreboding, right? You knew it's going to happen.
Whenever
That made me mad.
What'd you say, Paige?
It made me mad. Let her die. You let Lan die. You're not afraid to kill off your characters.
Oh,
really?
Don't fucking give me a cheat out of his fucking shade ass motherfucking lined gloves to bring her back from the dead. She fucking dead.
After Roan died, after they like put the bag over his head and strangulated him and everything, I thought, like, in those last moments before they got Win and got Andon, I thought he was going to get a hold of the Jade somehow, and that was going to be his motivation to fight. He was going to put the Jade on, and he was going to fight to save Win and himself, because he'd already seen Roan like die. He knew they were next, and yeah, obviously that didn't happen, but would have been
I would have liked to have seen him like heal Roan rather than Wen.
Rude.
Like, I like Wen better as a character. I love her. I think she's fucking fantastic. But I think it just would have been interesting to see
to have her dead
play out.
Yeah. That's too scary to think about.
They didn't. They gave the cheat way out of fucking.
Oh my God. Good. I like that resurrection scene.
See, that's one thing in books that I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, you're going to kill them. Just fucking kill them. Have strength in your writing that you can do.
Oh my gosh. You have not read this yet. Right? Leanna?
Right, she's 40% of the way through.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy.
Well, that's coming. Better keep reading.
I know Leanna doesn't typically mind spoilers.
Alicia says that was another part I cried at too. And I was like, no, I'm working. I have a meeting in like 15 minutes. I can't start crying. So I literally had to stop reading for a minute and get myself under control.
So
what you want from a book?
The thing is, Paige, though, we still have Jade Legacy, which I've heard is the saddest book ever. So I'm sure that everybody's going to die.
Everyone to die.
Everyone will die. There will be nobody left. The earth is just going to explode.
I'm excited. Like, I love when they do that. And it's like, that was something I fucking hated about J. Kristoff is like, no one ever dies. There's no risk. But it's supposed to be like the best assassin stories ever. Fuck off. Like,
well, see, that wouldn't have been fair though, Paige. They already killed off my favorite character, and then they're going to kill off my second favorite character. Like that would have been rude.
Wouldn't
like
that just make you so fucking emotive?
Yeah, but I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it.
Do it.
Alicia says, but I think if Andon didn't bring her back, then she wouldn't have to storyline for Andon healing with the Jade instead of killing.
Oh, totally. If she hadn't brought...
Healed the other dude.
If he hadn't brought... It was too late for... But if he hadn't brought her back, it would have been a different story completely because Anon would have been revenge, wanting to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill everyone. Go for it.
He would have turned into that horrible guy now, Swin. Oh, I hate that guy.
Ash just messaged me being like, I come out of the toilet to hear, I'm so excited for everyone to die. Because I sent him a photo that there's a Snorlax raid not too far away from our place.
Leanna says, I haven't read that part, the win part, but I'm pretty sure I agree with Paige.
Oh, you got a long ways to go for that. That's like at the very
that's
end.
right at the end.
Yeah. Tell us in the Discord when you get there.
Please let me know if you agree with mine.
Yeah. If you would have rather saved Roan than win.
Or both of them die, and Anton takes a Grim Reaper sort of turn in his character.
There's going to be one standing that has all the legacy.
Well, then
it's going to be Anden.
I hope it's Nico.
And he's going to get the itches and go fucking nuts and then kill himself. What?
And then that's it. The legacy's over.
But the other dude was too far gone. She was still fairly fresh blood.
You put Ren in the bag first and kill her off straight away, and then have Rowan have an absolute mind trip, and he smash his brain into smithereens through just some sheer force of will. But they're not cheating death. You can't cheat death. You're dead to dead.
I don't think this is a grimdark series, Paige.
Why not?
I mean, I thought I kind of understood the situation where Wynn was freshly dead and her life energy hadn't fully dissipated from her body yet, and that
it was genuinely justified. They would. Fonda Lee explained that this was not cheating death. She wasn't fully dead.
Okay,
but she was very close to being dead.
Her life source was still there.
Wow.
Yeah, my fucking life source is gonna.
Who's going to get the joy of killing Barrow? I think Nico.
I think it should be me. Paige, you can take turns.
It should be you. Yeah, definitely. You deserve killing Barrow. That's fine.
I'm so tired of that motherfucker.
See,
the whole moot death thing and burying him in that metal coffin and putting that
was rough.
Thing and
that was rough.
Then stuffing him with the.
That was horrifying.
That was Mutt, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he dead?
Oh my gosh. I would say
see the body.
But who would know to go pull him out of there?
Yeah, I mean that was the middle of nowhere. He was however many meters they dug that.
Barrow fucking fell out of his front fucking door and his bitch of a neighbor saved his life.
I knew that.
What if a gravekeeper dude was walking past and heard him fucking screaming and he was like, yeah, never mind. Or he was like, oh, I better help this person. If you don't see the body in a fantasy book or movie, they ain't fucking dead.
That's true.
If you don't see them die, they ain't dead.
I expected that with Barrow because it made a point of saying he pushed the door open, he was half in, half out. I'm like, oh, somebody's going to find him.
I loved how that neighbor lady was like, I deliberated whether or not to call the ambulance.
I loved her. That was a brief second of absolute glory.
It was a bit of a punk.
That was awesome. Alicia says she's going to get the joy of killing Barrow. He has to be dead by now, surely. It wasn't in a cemetery, though, right? You're correct. It was not in a cemetery. It was a field in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Barrow is the cat with 9 lives. He's totally riding off into the sunset with his Jade and Shine.
How many times have he died now?
That's going to die. Oh my gosh. If Barrow walks away from this thing, how is that
going
to make you feel?
He's going to.
I think that could be something that would make more people upset about this than beloved characters dying would be better.
Yes.
he's going to survive this whole freaking thing because he has to. He has to now. And I'll be mad if they kill him, if she kills him off at this point. Because,
Really?
yeah. Because he's going to be there till the end.
Oh, the big bad.
I want him alive, just that he's that character. He's the character that pulls the story all the way from here to there.
What if Fonda Lee writes it in a way that it's neither confirmed nor denied if he's dead or not?
Oh, gross.
And it leaves it ambiguous for his character.
No.
That would make me so fucking mad.
Yeah. No.
He's like the most unlikable, one of the most unlikable characters ever.
But I love that every time we talk about this series, we still talk about him. We still talk about how much we fucking hate this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that was and really, he is her character, like, he is not her character arc, but he is the arc of the story for her. She always throws him in there to show us what direction the story is going to go in next, show us how he's going to pull things back. Not he's going to, but his actions are going to change the story in some dramatic way. Like, he's a really integral, how do you pronounce the word? Integral or integral?
I've heard it both ways.
He's a very important part of this series, as much as we hate him.
Integral is like central to the plot.
Yeah, integral.
What was the other one you said?
Integral. Same
Integral
word, but
is pulling things together. I think.
Really?
Spelled the same way.
Yeah, but so is there, and there.
I didn't know there were two different words.
Yeah, what's the other ones? They're not spelled the same. Hair and tear. There we go.
And bear.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know how I would feel if Barrow ends up with all the jade. That would be stupid.
Good. Considering how badly he reacts to it.
Yeah, he'll just end up alive, like, as a bottom skimmer, or he'll just be there doing exactly what he's doing now, which is hating everything and everybody.
Well, it's good. It gives me somewhere to funnel my hatred for society.
I think I could throw the book across the room if that was the case.
That would be great. Maybe I should do a reading vlog for the last one. Maybe we should do reading vlogs for the last ones together.
That is actually a really fun idea.
Let's do the final thing.
Would you do that? Are you open to that?
Yeah, 100%. When are we reading it? May?
In May, when your readathon's going on.
I was going to say, are we still? We're still doing May, right?
I mean, are we? Or are we extending it until middle of June?
Oh my gosh.
So yes. I will be extending it to the middle of June. I'm not in the country for 10 days.
In May?
Fiji. Yeah.
Well, okay, so then maybe we will actually do the live show and all the stuff at the end of June. Because we're not starting the next one until July, so give us 2 months to read Jade Legacy.
And
I like that idea a lot.
In the comments now, though, being like, "Don't do this to me."
Well, everybody's been pretty happy that we've extended it every single time.
Yeah, I won't be back.
It's a big book. It's a big book. We should get 2 months for it.
The 15th.
She's done a great job with Barrow's character. I agree. She definitely made us hate him. Yes, spoiler vlog from all to get real-time thoughts. Brilliant, brilliant. If I made videos, I would do one, but I don't. I don't have the knowledge for YouTube. Oh.
It's really easy. You
Let
just
us
go.
teach you our ways.
Just show us every single time you're sobbing. Hold your camera up. Show us you're sobbing.
And that's it.
Oh, you know what, Alicia? Here's the thing. If you want to film yourself at any really important, critical moments when you're reading it, and then send it to my A-Star Reads Gmail, I can try and incorporate it in one of my vlogs.
Oh, I love that. Okay, yes. Do that for sure.
Yeah.
That counts.
Alicia likes end of June. I like end of June. Haha. Right?
can't
All
count
the
it for
ugly
us.
cry pictures and
Done it, though.
videos. Yeah. Ooh, I'm excited about that. Oh God.
Yeah, if I get a whole bunch of clips from people, like,
All over
that'll be editing fun.
sobbing.
Wah, 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 wah. Or
If she makes me like actually cry, like actually tears down my face, because I've had, kind of like the little lump in my throat, I've kind of had like that feeling, but not like tears.
Mhm. Oh, I've had tears, but yeah.
I'm a heartless bitch.
That's gonna be pretty a big deal. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard from many, many people that Jade Legacy is devastating.
I think I'm going to space it, and actually break it up. So then
Yeah.
I'm not trying to binge read it all in one sitting.
Yep. So my email address is in any of my videos in the description box below. I think you can find my email address in all of them. So if you want to send me a video clip
That's a good
of you
idea.
reacting,
I love that. I would love to see that.
just send it Google Drive, a Google Doc, as a Google Doc.
Yeah.
Google Doc?
Mm-hmm.
For a video file.
Just send it to the drive, right?
Yeah, send it to the drive. That's what I meant. Not a Google Doc. A video file in a drive. In Google Drive is what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's been a long. Ash, when was the last time I cried over
You
a
want to see
book?
Paige cry? Oh.
I think it's been a while. Oh, the last time I truly properly was hysterically sobbing was the last book in the Library of the Unwritten series by A.J. Hagler. That's on video if you do want to see that. I was not emotionally, physically, or spiritually prepared for that book. It hurt me deeply.
I'm trying to think if I've actually sobbed for a book in a while. I've definitely cried and I get teared up a lot. I've had tears coming down my face. I've done but I haven't sobbed in years, I don't think.
Oh, no. Britt Murray was here. Definitely had been.
Sobbing.
Wet. My face was definitely wet.
I should have seen Danielle's in my face when you said
Wow.
Considering it's like a sassy old lady.
Yeah, that's not what we're reacting to.
I think that's just the way that I read. No, sorry. It's not the way that I read books. It's the way that I consume books. I don't allow myself to feel emotions because I'm speed reading it. So I don't actually take my time with it to enjoy it.
Did you really? Last book I literally stopped for was Firekeeper's Daughter. I did not.
I
did not cry. I did cry at the end of Winter of the Witch.
I can see you getting emotional for that one.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise made me get teary too.
But Tyrion Fool's Fate.
What?
Tyrion Fool's Fate.
Amy?
Oh no, I was asking if that was the end of a series too.
Which one?
The Coyote.
No, that's actually first book.
First book, okay.
But yeah.
Fool's Fate, though, huh? That's the second book in the series, right? Or is that the third?
I was tearing up at Golden Fool as well. So. But
I'm gonna cry the whole way through then.
Cry. No, just towards the ending. We'll just.
I'm actually surprised I didn't cry in Fool's Errand.
No,
I don't either.
That one wasn't that. It gets worse.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm still.
A lot of people in Fool's Errand cried because of. Well, I don't want to give spoilers, but because of
the thing.
Familiar.
Yeah, actually.
And I didn't.
I got emotive. I was very much like, oh.
Yeah.
But not like, ah.
I think that one wasn't a surprise for me because he was old and because things,
And it was done in the way that was beautiful. Like it was an homage to letting a piece of yourself go. And anyone that has been through that with pets, or even those that haven't, it's like, oof, yeah, that hits hard. But I'm so glad you did it nice.
Sorry, just turn off, everybody.
You don't know
Yeah.
who I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course. No, it's true. It's true.
There are many animals in that fucking book.
No, it's true. I was just warning everybody that.
Oh yeah, by the way.
But yes, I think that that's true too. I mean, I if you cried during Fool's Fate, though, I will cry. And you said partially during Golden Fool that I'm going to cry the whole way through those two books.
Oh, it's yeah. I'm so excited for you to read them and just feel the feels, and message me when you're feeling, please. I know you have too much to read, so I'm not expecting it anytime soon. But
I really want to read them. I got other things to read right now.
I really want to read Hob, but I'm terrified, and I really want the UK versions. Do not be terrified.
I wouldn't be terrified.
it's so worth it.
No, they're some of my favorite books of all time.
Ooh.
Oh, I am definitely an emotional reader. This book made me cry. I'm currently reading the Nyaxia series by Carissa Broadbent, and I cried over Serpents and the Wings of Night.
You read the first of the Nyaxia series recently, didn't you, Amy? Or was that the first in her other series?
It's the Daughter of No Worlds. So is that the Nyaxia? I don't think that's the Nyaxia series, is it?
I haven't dived into their work yet.
Let's see. Carissa Broadbent. No, that's not it. Oh, that's the Serpent and Wings of Night. Yeah, okay. The one I was, the War of Lost Hearts is the one I.
Nice.
Is the series that I started, and it was really good.
I am a dropout.
I really am a school dropout. I haven't made my TBR video yet. But I've actually started my first book, even though nobody knows what it is. Because I
finished my first book.
I was reading Jade War.
This internet cut out, but I'm back. I'm ready to kill Barrow.
Oh no!
Oh.
It's the first book, Amy?
Meaning
The Legend of Dia.
This is for him. Was it the end that made you cry? No.
No, I think she said because Nyaxia is not the Daughter of No Worlds is not in the Nyaxia series.
We can loop back around.
We always are happy to murder Barrow.
We got distracted and we do that often, so we can go back to that. I wanted to talk about Ite a little bit and her new evil horn, who I hate.
Oh, yeah, that lady.
Now Swin.
If you wanna.
I do.
Okay.
How far does Ite think she can go? Like, I don't understand how someone who doesn't want to assign, like, in a world where clans are based on legacy, and I know that she had that whole conversation with Shay at the end that is like, family. I'm knocking down this whole idea of family, generational sort of thing. It passes on to the next generation. But at the same time, she is not a god. She is not immortal. She is going to die. What does she think is going to happen when, like, she's been forced to decide that boy is going to be her her heir, but at the same time, like, she only did it because she was forced to. Like, what did she think was going to happen eventually? You can tell she's getting older. You can tell the fact that she had a really hard time fighting with Shay. She's not as strong as she used to, and she even points out at the end that even though she's like, well, we got this, we got that, she's still scared of the No Peak clan, and she knows that they're at a stalemate, which is why she asks for, like, a temporary truce. She's asking for a truce. Imagine, Maida is acting for a truce, and she's the one who the whole time has been trying to bulldoze them. So if she sees all this, and she sees the reality of her own mortality and the fact that she's not getting where she thought she was going to get, what is her goal? Like, what does she think is going to happen in the long run? I don't understand her. She's a character I still don't understand.
I don't think we're meant to. Like, for me, her whole thing is just Tiny Diglett trying to take down the clan. Like,
what did you say?
Happens.
What did you say? I thought you said Tiny Diglett.
I thought that's what you said.
You meant she was a Tiny Diglett, and I'm like, no, it's a Diglett. Yeah, okay. But I thought you were calling Ite Maida that.
See, I'm confused too because I thought in the first book she wanted to like uphold like what the grandfathers wanted and like to unite the Greenbone or to the No Peaks and the Mountain and
Mhm.
like have them be like one
Domination.
ruling clan or whatever. So I don't so I guess like her train of thought is like if it can't be that, then I'm just going to be in charge. Is that
Hmm?
like she'd
Yeah.
rather just her be in charge than there be like the two separate clans?
Yeah. Totally. She wants to be in charge of everything.
Okay.
And she is so hypocritical because she's like, I'm the patriot, and yet here she is, um,
Oh,
the one
and I
who's.
did like how Shay threw all that like, she didn't actually throw that in her face, but Shay had her own, like, internal dialogue at that
Mhm.
last, like, confrontation whenever Mata met her at the temple, and she was, like, thinking about all the thing like, oh, she calls herself a patriot, but she's broke Aisho, and she's done this, and she's done that,
Yeah.
like
At
Mhm.
least we will still be able to hold up our values as a clan, whereas for her, she just has no values except for her own self gain.
The
Yeah.
only way she holds on to values is when it justifies her means, like when she can use it against. But she doesn't actually believe in any of that. The fact that she, had now Swen kill Chancellor's son, that was out of Aisho. Like that, you're not supposed to do that, and that is a very hardcore Kikanese ideal. And yet she every single turn she's totally not doing all these things that she's saying that she's the only one who does these things and the other, and it's like, what do you actually stand for then? I just don't understand what she actually stands for herself. I get that, but I mean, like, she's such a flat character in a lot of ways like, I'm even more interested in now Swen. Actually, yeah, I feel like I'm more interested in him as a character because he's more fascinating to me, whereas I haven't got to the point where she's that interesting because I feel like she's such a flat character. And I know that, like, maybe that is awesome. Maybe that was Fonda Lee's way of trying to get us to think she's mysterious, but I don't think she's mysterious. I think she's just boring.
Yeah. I agree.
I now have Hamilton soundtrack playing in my head on a loop. Thank you.
I only watched it once. What part? What song? I don't know.
If you stand for nothing, Burr, what will you fall for? It's the same. What will she fall for if she has no belief in anything but herself? And then herself is like, but she doesn't even believe in herself because she nearly got done by. I'm curious to see how this last book goes.
I'm really curious too. And the new Horn is a piece of work. He's scary. He's really scary. How does he know so much? Like, I know he's an assassin, so it's his
Well,
purpose too.
yeah, and his like Jade ability as far as perception is like not any we've ever seen, as far as I know.
Do
Like
you think he can actually read minds? Like his reputation?
he can definitely tell if people are being truthful or, are nervous or any of those things.
That could be like a leaning of
Newborn.
psychology and physiology. Like, people who are able to exceptionally read exceptionally well people's body expression stances, and then having the perception of being able to see their heart rate and all of that, that if he could see their actual muscles clenching in particular areas, they would know that would lead towards particular emotions, and that's what happens when our bodies are in these particular emotive states. So he can probably do that exceptionally well without having to read minds, or he could read minds. I don't know.
Alicia said that is actually a good point. It is definitely up and down for me. Yeah. I thought that too, Amy. She seems strong sometimes, but then other times she just seems really weak mentally.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I like, as far as her like motivation, it's like, okay, well, I'm just doing these things to see if I can, like how far can I take these things,
Yeah.
I think
because we've never found out her. She said a little bit about her upbringing. She was raised in a her family was all killed off. She was in an orphanage, and then, but it still doesn't tell us her motivation at all. Or how that's affected her as an adult and the choices that she makes.
Yeah, I agree. We haven't really been like let into like her inner workings enough to like really even care, like,
which is interesting that she's been in the background this entire time.
Yeah,
like occasionally sticking forward, always progressing with the plot, but she's not a prominent character.
No, it is strange. I think it is strange.
It's a strange choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it because I sort of forget about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's terrified of not being in charge. Ooh,
but we understood more about Zapunio, and and he is a minor bad boss. I mean, he's not minor. He was a big part of the story at this, but like we knew more about him. We knew more about Cronmer, the cruise lead over. Like we knew more about those bosses, and yet we know very little about Ait Marashi.
Even like Soradio. I was like, how many bad guys do we need in this story?
We're gonna get 50 more in the next one.
Oh my god!
But like, even the good guys are bad.
It's true. It's a gangster book.
So, is he different than the one who initially took over for Gaunt, or is he the same one?
Same one, I think. Now Swen is the one that. No.
Yeah. Yes. But the
was it a temporary person that took over for Gaunt Dash right away, and then she brought in?
Hang on, I'm getting him mixed up with the Weatherman. Never mind.
Right.
I don't know my ass from my elbow.
That was a long time ago, Terry. I don't remember. I just know that this guy is scary. Scarier to me than Gaunt Ash was, because he was a little more bulldozer the way that Hilo was, whereas this guy is like clever, and he seems to show up everywhere, and he's scary.
See? Interesting. Not bonk bonk on head.
Well, I mean...
Have you played poetry for Neanderthals?
No! What is that?
Oh, that sounds fun.
Poetry it really is. You literally have an inflatable bat that you hit people on the head when they're trying to explain something. Like, you have cards and they have to explain it using only one-syllable words.
That is awesome.
So that's where I'm going, like, literally bonk bonk, because you have this inflatable bat that you hit people on the head with while playing this game, trying to speak to the animals.
Oh my gosh. I would be laughing so hard. I wouldn't even be able to.
That sounds fun.
The thing is,
we're going
my
caveman
dad
over here. Yes,
hits everyone on the head because he doesn't know what a syllable is.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm really trying to. I'm stuck on trying to think of the progression of like the horn thing.
Do you want me to Google it?
Maybe.
So what am I? I don't remember.
After Gaunt Ash died.
Aitmata's horn after Gaunt Ash died.
Yes.
Got killed.
Aitmata's horn.
Immediately after.
Gaunt dies. No, not font changes. Oh. Jade War. Here we go. No, not Ghost. Recap. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
And didn't they like set that guy up to like take the blame for something, and that's why he had to step down?
The Mountain Clan.
I lost that. Part of my waffle brain.
Oh no!
It
must have broke off and disappeared into the muck.
Nao Shazen?
That's the guy that's the guy that is currently the horn.
Yeah. That's all that there is. First this
so he was very unimportant, the one before that.
Yeah. I'm just looking at a bloody Google Doc of
I retained something vaguely. Very vaguely. There's a shadow of it in my brain.
I'm also trying not to spoil it for myself.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's hard.
It's not a big deal.
I think we're good. So, Horn.
Is there anything else we want to touch on?
So, are we extending out Legacy for 2 months and not counting it for who done it?
Oh.
I want to extend it. Like,
Yeah, let's extend it.
for real.
I'd rather do that and be safe. And I'll maybe still read it in the month of... Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
Now that you don't have the pressure to finish it, you'll read it.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course,
what I'm
it'll be done
hoping.
like in a week.
It's
That's what I'm
reverse
hoping.
psychology. All right, I'm updating
Yeah.
my TBR plan so that I don't accidentally put it on. Oh, that makes me slightly more happy. I have one less chunky beast on food.
Well, you knew we were going to extend it anyways. Let's be honest. This whole year, that's the theme.
They're just
We're just not
they're
waiting
just
this time.
they're just chunky, and they
These
just
are.
require, an investment of time.
And if we do the John Gwynn series next year, it's going to be the same thing. We're probably going to, because those are giant chunky books too.
Ew, really?
Yeah, they're 500 plus minimum.
Were those the ones I liked with the pretty covers?
No.
With the dragons on them? No.
Oh. No.
You were into it last time. What are you talking about?
They
They've
have
got
dragons?
like weapons on the cover.
The
Oh,
one,
weapons. That's right.
that's not the ones I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the ones with the pretty, door.
Foundry side?
Foundry side.
We did talk about that too. Did you read Foundry Side already, Paige?
No. I realized I've got it on my Audible though.
Oh, this is...
I want to read that series too.
This is true. This is true. I'm hoping that the Good Girl's Guide to Murder
Yes.
ones go
Oh, they're
quite
teeny.
smoothly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like nothing after this. It's going to be like, oh, that was
It's going to be easy.
drop in the bucket.
Easy.
Yeah. Oh, book two of Foundry Side was amazing. You all
That's
made me
right.
read it for Midland
That's true.
Sprints.
That's where we had that conversation. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we pretty much hit all the
There was so
big
much. I mean,
things.
there's so much that's happening into this story. It's so hard to.
So, and at the very end, when they did touch back with Barrow, he was basically meeting with guys who used to be Baru Khan, and they have now decided that they're going to do away with the clans.
Yeah, so they're going to get a revolution together of all the people that don't want the clans. Which
I loved how he insulted them. I love how he has no tact whatsoever.
Yeah.
No.
And I'll tell you what,
Yes,
Ait did this to herself. She did this to herself because she pushed the Refugee Act thingy in place, and that was the thing that I'm not saying that the Ispenians were right, but
Oh, are
that's
these
a big
some of the
part of-
guys that?
oh yeah, they're the ones that they were refugees that came over.
Okay,
to
I
the-
think I did pick up on that. Okay.
So they're going to now gonna get together all these people that are Shotarians / Barukans who are angry at the Kikanese, obviously, for not including them in the culture for so long. So they're going to be like, this is BS. Let's, we should have our chance to be as important as these jade wearing green bones. So, it's going to be a revolution. So it's going to be an even bigger thing. And I did it to herself. She did it to herself. This is all her fault. I blame her.
I'm fine with blaming.
I have Hamilton playing in my head.
I was wondering what Paige is listening to.
The sound of my mind.
Okay, so I think I'm probably going to give this one 4 as well. I think that's what I gave the first book.
Oh, wait. Before you say anything else, are we going to have a romance between Lot and Andon? We better.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm obsessed with it.
happening. Oh, it's happening.
I'm obsessed. Whoa, but what's that book page?
I just don't know where the story's gonna go.
Well, Paige just wants everybody to die. So,
Yes.
So Anna's not going to live long enough for Lots to marry.
That's fine. I just like when stories aren't afraid to go there, and she proved that she wasn't afraid to go there, and now she's afraid to go there.
Yes.
So come back.
Better happen.
Okay, so Danielle, you're settling on a 4-star page. What did you settle on?
I'm going to give it a 4. Yeah.
4. Not as high as Jade City, but I think that was also the way that I binge read it at the end of the month. So I didn't really feel as connected. I liked the character development more, but it
wasn't doing it for you.
Yeah, it didn't hit in the same way that Jade City did. I suppose, like, if Wen had have died, it would have been 5 stars.
Come on.
Gosh, what are you saying?
But you know, I felt like I was the evil person earlier on. Now who's the evil person?
And this is why Sufferathon was birthed from my mind, but given into the hands of others.
It's true. I was gonna say, I think Wen is way more likable than Amy, and you want Wen to die so badly.
Honestly, no. I just wish he had have died. Honestly, the person I'd like to die the most is Hilo.
Hilo, right? He will, because everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gonna die,
and then I'm gonna be happy.
Can't we all just get along?
No, that's boring.
This is why we're gonna do final vlogs for the Jade Legacy.
Oh, it's gonna be. I need to make myself a note that we're doing this. Oh my god.
You're gonna be sitting there like, I just want everyone to be all nice and happy, and I'm gonna be in my blood's like, ah!
Kill them all! Kill them all! Kill them all!
Oh my god. We should we should save them like to like a shared playlist so that they're all like,
ooh, yeah, I like that idea,
together.
Yes, I like that idea.
Oh my god.
And I'll put a note in the Discord that tells people that then I'll put my email address and tell them if they want to share some of their thoughts or reactions to send me. I mean, like, don't make them 10-hour video clips, please. Right. But yeah. Even though my clips are always 10 hours,
I'll edit them
within reason. I'm excited for the last book. I'm excited. I just wish it wasn't so fat.
I'm actually like really seriously tempted because I gave this one 5 stars. I'm like, I'm so like, I kind of just want to move on to the next one. Which is
I know. I'm like, should I just get a head start? I'm looking at it right now. Like maybe.
No, are you kidding? I've already. The second I put down Jade War, I picked up the 4th Bridgerton books.
Oh my god!
I've been waiting.
The 5th Bridgerton until you finish Jade Legacy.
Oh yeah, that's like you have to have like a reward system in place.
That's fine.
Like,
yeah, that's fine.
Like my 2 off my TBR for
what's
one.
Ash saying?
Oh, Ash was I yelled out, "Are you concerned?" And he's like, "Yes, very. You're feeling very stabby today."
Very stabby.
I know. I'm like, wow, Paige. Kill them all! Kill them all!
You are not safe, boyo. You are not safe.
Ash stabs himself every day, multiple times.
Oh my
diabetic.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like, I can help out if he wants.
Amy needed a light, fluffy read after this. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to finish. So this is. Oh, the glare is beautiful.
Oh yeah,
this is Coyote Lost and Found. So this one comes after the remarkable journey of Coyote Sunrise, and I actually didn't know there was going to be a next book. And this just came out, and my library had it, and I saw it, and I was like, okay. So that's happening. That's happening before anything else.
Reading is not happening.
Oh really? Just not feeling it.
No, like my first book that I finished was The Legend of Dia.
Oh, that short story?
Yeah, that 1 page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Oh, and 135 pages of Seeing Red. And that is the only things I have read this month.
It's only the 6th. It's only the 6th. Oh, 7th for you.
I need to read 150 pages a day.
No, you need to read 300 in a day or so when you're ready to read again.
But
oh, Paige.
I was also going to be filming a recommendation for Who Done It, and I'm all excited.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh, yay! Oh, I'm so excited. Amy, I also just want to say how proud I am of you for like really getting this done.
You did it.
Well, okay, so
That's spoiled.
I was telling Danielle and Paige that I had the problem of I had all these other books that I had to get finished, and so I was trying to read those first, get them done, and then I could read Jade War because I was loving Jade War. So it's not like I was putting it off because I wasn't enjoying it. It was like, I'll get this done, then I'll do Jade War. I'll get this done, then I'll do Jade War. And this week I had planned to do my final book, Love is Blind, and this is spoilery, so I'm telling you something already. I got that far.
Oh.
And I'm tempted to DNF. So I was like, I'm not going to DNF, but I'll put it down for now, and I'll read Jade War, and I'll come back, and I'll see if I can do it. But I got to give myself a break from it otherwise, because it was going to throw me into a slump. Like, it would throw me into a serious slump. And I was like, no, I got too many books to read.
I feel like it had already done that unintentionally, knowing that you had them on the back burner, and you just weren't going towards them at all. Like, there were so many other things that you wanted to read as well, but it was like they were always the lowest of low priorities, even though you really wanted to finish the project. So it's like,
I know.
It was just telling you something.
I mean, these are the 3 books that I wanted to read the most. So, like, I was excited for them. Well, I read The Diviners a long time ago, and then Project Hail Mary, put that one off for a long, because I just kept having things to do. Like, I had Advent Calendar Challenge, then I had Squash That Series, and then I had, like, it just, things kept coming up.
Season of
this way. Like, sorry.
No, you go. What do we think about this way?
I was just going to say, think of it this way. Just because you had a stellar first date does not mean that you can't have a second date that is just awful.
This is my third one. My third date.
Oh.
I haven't edited the vlog for my second date yet. So this is my third date, and it's super fat phobic. Can you imagine me going on to a date with someone who is incredibly fat phobic?
Oh,
mate, DNF. Don't
yes,
worry about
please.
that.
Oh my god.
Like, say that in your video that like the third date
I did
came out and you ain't dating people like this because no, we have better things to do with our time and better people to date.
Oh,
that's true. That's true. And that's what I was thinking to myself. And I did say that in my vlog. I'm like, why am I going to waste my time? And even if there's elements of this book that might be enjoyable going forward, there might be aspects of it that make it a good, like if I'm really frustrated with the fat phobia now and it's like explicit, then I'm like, it's just making me mad and I'm not going to enjoy it because I'm going to have this bad taste in my mouth the whole time because I'm judging the author.
This is not the one.
Yeah. And it's an important character to the story that they're just bashing on. And I'm like, she's going to be a plot device throughout the whole story, and the fat aspect of her body and her, like, that's going to be a plot device that they use throughout the story to justify the things that her husband is doing. And like,
you gotta go to the bathroom and you're leaving the
yes.
You're calling.
Well, maybe I'll add this into my vlog, and then I'll just say I'm deciding to DNF.
I'll like
officially here
phone call you and be like, Amy, I have an emergency. I need you to leave your date right now.
Wait, let me pretend like I'm reading and you can do that now.
Ring, ring.
Yeah, hello?
Amy, it's me. I have an emergency. And
hey, Danielle, how's it going? I'm on a date with Dragonway. Can you believe it?
Oh, yeah, that's great. But you need to leave right now. I have an emergency and I need you.
Oh, wait. Oh, everything. Oh, it's not going well?
What was the
that's
word again?
Terrible. I'm so sorry, Dragonwick, but my friend has an emergency and I have to go. Looks a little disappointed, but
oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm definitely including this clip in that.
I'm sitting there like,
you were deciding to end that date early, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, and you got good friends that will call you up on a date whenever you need.
The emergency is Jade Legacy. I love it.
That's right. You know, I'd rather start that. I mean, like, yeah, honestly, it was starting to make me feel like this last week. I was on vacation, like my little trip. I'm like, I'm so slumpy now. I don't want to read anything because I was not forcing myself, but I was trying to read bits and pieces of this, and I just kept being so angry. And then I'm like, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to pick up Jade War because I don't want to get slumpy, and I want to read that.
And
So,
you need to read that.
and I needed to read it too. But I figured I could finish it.
You know, these things happen with dates as well. Like, you know, your friends set you up with the best of intentions, but then just something goes awry, and it's like, you know what? I trust you on all things, but this one just didn't hit the mark.
Yeah, that your date started to show their true colors.
The true colors really early on. Like they didn't hide anything. The ugly bits.
Well, but I guess not in the
first 10% because I enjoyed the first 10% a lot. Okay. I thought it could be a great love, but no. It wasn't very soon after that first 10% either. It was really pretty soon after that. And I was like,
Shell had read.
She only read the first 10% because she hates. So this is the only book she hadn't read, I think, from all the books. But she wanted to put a classic in there, especially a Gothic classic, because I love. And I don't know if it's a classic. It's a historical romance from the 40s, set like historical because it's like set in the Gothic era and it has Gothic vibes. I mean, I get classics. I mean, she's a well-known author, so I guess sort of classic. Yes, better to find out now. Yeah, it was a bummer. But it was pretty explicit. I was like, this author does not like fat people. Like, at all. So.
What year was that published?
44, which also, like, I get that is a time period when, I mean, even if it was written in the 90s, I'd be like, it's probably pretty fat phobic. But, like, the way that it was written, it was just so aggressive.
Wow.
Aggressively, like.
Would be tiny.
Huh?
The plus size in the 40s would have been anyone that was over, like, a size 10.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. But it was like she waddled and did this and creaked the floor, and it was like her fat rolls were dimply and her skin was so sallow, and it was like, and every description of her was how much she loved talking about food and eating food, and that's all she cared about. She had, and then of course it made her personality awful too, because anytime you have a fat character, obviously they're going to have a bad personality, and that all they care about is food, and
so bad.
And I looked up some of the things about it, and I think in the future we find out why she gained a lot of weight, and it has a lot to do with the fact that she couldn't conceive more children for her husband, or any children for her husband, or more. I think more. And so, like, he stopped paying attention to her or something, and so she started gaining weight, and then he obviously was even, I'm like, that means it's going to be a big portion of the story, and so I'm going to have to deal with that the whole way through.
Nope.
No, thank you. It's like Roxane Gay's memoir of hunger is them talking about their weight and how they were gang raped when they were 12 or 14, and so they started to use food as a mechanism to make themselves more unattractive.
Mm-hmm.
That's their experience. Like, this is a thing that they have done because of trauma.
Yeah.
And they acknowledged that wasn't the best thing that they could have done, but it's all that they knew to do.
Right. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, and that's a story for a lot of people, but the way this was written, there was no sympathy for this character. It was all just like, even the main character, our main female character, is basically saying, well, I just don't like her because she's so gross and she just kept, and I'm like, I don't want to read this. Like, I don't want to have to read that.
You got Danielle's emergency call. You're done.
Yeah. You saved me.
What are friends for,
Yeah,
that's the point. And like, even having this like element to it now, you can just be like, you know what? We've made this little scenario for it. We're still holding to theme. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have heard of that. I enjoy watching My 600-Pound Life, and a lot of the people on there say that they got fat so that their abuser would hopefully find them ugly.
And that is a truth. And, I mean, for a lot of people, not for everybody, and I'm really trying to change, because I was raised in the 80s and the 90s when fat was really looked at in a very negative way. And I'm really trying to, I love I still don't like the word fat, and it's really hard for me to like it because of when I was raised, but I like the reclamation of that word, and I like the way perceptions we're trying to change perceptions in general. Like I had usually it's the littles, like I had a kid tell me, he's like, we're doing so good today, aren't we? And I'm like, we are doing really good today, because he's a kid who has a lot of behavioral, and he's like, you're fat. And I was like, you're right, I am. It's just my body. And like, I didn't make it negative or positive or react in a way that gave him any indication that being fat was a bad thing or a good thing. It was just a neutral thing. And that's like what I do with kids. Like if they ever mention, I've had kids talk about my butt being big, because it is. And it's like, you're right, I have a big butt. Like I don't try to make it negative. I'm trying to make it positive. I try to just affirm that they noticed something because they're observant. And like a lot of times kids are just curious to see how you're going to react. And I'm just trying to make it as neutral as possible. And because I think that that's how, like, I'm still a person. I'm still as valuable as you are. And I shouldn't be treated any less valuable because my body is different. And it's, so it's like, and so with that in mind, and with the way I'm trying to approach my body and my weight, and maybe at times I feel very conflicted about it because when I was raised and that society that I grew up in, I'm still trying to change my opinion on things, because it doesn't help me within society to feel negative or have negative connotations assigned to my body. And then reading a book like this does not feel good, So I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
It's like body neutrality is something that obviously I haven't experienced or worried about, but I've heard a lot of conversations, and people are just like, yeah, fat's a descriptor. That's it. It's the same way that you describe yourself as skinny. That's not a negative thing. It's not a good thing. It's just a thing. It's like, yeah, that's all that, our way that we use language is so critical, and being able to be body neutral towards any of it is amazing. As long as you're healthy in yourself, cool.
And like, even if I'm not, that's something for me to deal with. And the perceptions of society don't help in any way when it comes to changing the way I may feel about myself physically, or change the way that I respond to my body. Like society doesn't help. So like, I want at least it to be a much more neutral topic, because then I think it would be a lot more healing for people who struggled with weight or struggled with the concept of weight their whole life. It's a cruel world. Like we live but I think it's getting a lot better. I mean, I'm a big person. I've become a lot bigger in the last few years, like especially since going back to college, I've gained a lot of weight. And yet I go into schools in different classes every single day. And the only kids that ever say anything cruel or mean about they're not even mean. The only kids that ever mention my weight are the really little ones, the ones that don't really know any better about the societal norms. Right. But I've never had any older kids ever say or mention anything about my weight. And so that says a lot about the generations and how we're kind of trying to understand more about body and image and what's right and wrong, and how you approach people's physical self.
And for me, like working in the side practice, I don't know how many teenagers I see that come in and it's all anorexia.
Yeah.
They're not, above a size 12, Australian 12, which is different for you guys. But a whole slew of teenagers. And it's like, this needs to stop. This needs to change. For everyone, just bodies are bodies. Let's not assign moral value to our appearance. Can we just not?
It doesn't do any good.
It makes everyone feel horrible.
Or just the fact that pretty people should be given more and treated better also is another issue that I don't love,
Like I don't think I've ever talked about this, but like I have dealt with this like about my height, because I am super duper short, and I always have been. And like it's something that people will comment on, and it's like I literally have no control over that, but I'll get people, and I've got people like my whole life, and they'll come up to me and they'll stand up like really close to me, and they'll be like, oh, I'm taller than you, and it's like,
No shit, Sherlock. What's it matter?
I don't really think you understand that, like, I don't actually need you to point this out. Like, I walk around this height every single day. Like, I'm perfectly capable. I find ways to, like, get the things that I need. You know, I
Mhm.
climb up on things or do whatever, you know, and it's just like, people are not, people are not sensitive about that either. Like,
Mhm.
people are just,
Anything that's outside of societal norms or what's considered from society's perspective as being beautiful or perfect. Yeah. And then the idea that you're ignorant to it, just same with being a fat person. Like, people think that I know nothing, have zero understanding of my body and exercise. Exercise drives me nuts because I know a lot more about exercise than a lot of people do. Like, the fact that people have this idea that because I'm this way, I know nothing about anything, like food, how to eat right, how to exercise, what my body is doing or how it's feeling. Like, I know a lot about it. That doesn't mean that it makes, that I'm like, yeah, that's frustrating.
Those
I get it.
preconceived notions. It's like,
Yes.
fuck off. You don't know me. And you
Well,
shouldn't
same
be
with,
making those assumptions anyway.
yeah, and the same with Danielle. Like, you think I don't know? Like, you think I don't see my body and see the way I am? Like,
yeah, it's like, you think I don't have trouble, like, finding clothes that fit me or, like, shoes that fit me or, you know, like, you think, like, I can't drive certain vehicles because, like, I don't fit properly, like, behind the steering wheel and can see over the dash properly. Like, people are just people can be
mhm.
very ignorant and insensitive.
And thoughtless. Yeah. Yeah.
And I hope that's more a reflection on them, though.
Oh,
And
totally.
stuff that they need to go through
Yeah.
to unlearn those behaviors.
But sometimes those people are the most vocal, which bugs me. I'm like, just keep your mouth shut,
Can I just stitch it up for you? Like, I've got excellent sewing skills. Just
I love the one I've been getting recently, which is like, my son is guilty of this, and he's like, "Have you shrank?" And I'm like, nope. Alicia said, what'd you say?
I was just going to say, I think for me, it's like, I don't expect people to be one way or another, but because we've met through the internet, I don't know how tall anyone is. I don't know what their body size is. So when I meet them, it's like okay. But it's not like a negative thing.
It's where you're putting the person to, like,
it's like,
all you really see often is just this.
Yeah, this. So, okay, cool. You're a person. Like, you have a height. You have, like, whatever. And it's like, I just can't conceptualize that because I've met through a computer. And then it's like, I meet people, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It was like meeting Kara for the first time. I was like, oh my God, I had no idea how tall you were. I could not put a frame of reference. She told me her height. Couldn't visualize it till she was here. I was like,
well, I hope I didn't say anything about your height I might have. I'm sorry if I did, Danielle.
I don't think you did. And I think, if anything, I was comforted that you are much shorter than I imagined you to be after having seen you on the internet. Like, I saw Amy, like, in real life, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm very short. Yeah.
How tall are you, Amy, again?
I'm 5'2 3/4".
I can't visualize that. It's like, I know that is a height. I could go look at it and do the measurement on the wall.
Yeah.
Still wouldn't be able to just put 2 and 2 together because for me, you're Amy.
Yeah. I know, it is hard. It's really hard with the internet because we only see parts of things.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
But I'd still get everyone a cuddle when I get to meet them.
Aww. Alicia said, I have struggled with my weight my whole life, and I have to remind myself that my opinion is the only one that matters. And if I'm happy with how I look, then that has to be good for me.
Which is hard. It's really hard, Alicia, because we've grown up in a society, especially if you were alive in the 80s and 90s, that was very critical of that. I mean, like, actively critical of weight.
When was the whole, the heroin chic or whatever? Was that?
I think that was like I think so. I don't know. I just know that a lot of the humor then, like, think of movies like Fat Sal and all those movies that were the whole comedy arc was somebody who's overweight and, you know, shallow Hal, not, but you know, like,
yeah. I knew it. Yeah. I didn't particularly enjoy that movie.
No.
And you watch it now and it's like, oof, oh, like that humor does not hit the same way anymore. And I probably was fine with it when I was young because that was the only way that like the moral of the end of the movie was that it was okay that she was fat. But like it went about it in such an ugly way. But at the time it was the only representation that fat people had. So to me, I probably found it really funny and really enjoyed it. And because I was also hypercritical of fat people at that time, even as a fat person, I was always hypercritical because fat was a bad thing. So like, you know, yeah, but now you go back and see some of the scenes or some of the jokes and you're like, oh. Yeah.
Woofed.
Yeah.
Alicia also said, I told my friend the other day that I hate going to the gym because it's all these skinny people who look at you funny for being a little bigger and it makes me uncomfortable. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to the gym and I'm going to show them that I can do what the hell I want.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
That mindset too. Liam said that she's short too, and although it doesn't really happen anymore that I'm old, laugh out loud, people would always pick me up without asking. Let me pick up and throw me over their shoulders for fun. Yeah, I relate to that too. Like people not knowing like their personal space. Yeah.
What? People did they did that?
Did you need them in the private any parts? In the fake head button?
Yeah, that's just wrong.
I think Paige and I are actually the same height, if I remember correctly.
I think I'm 5'10", 5'11".
Dang, girl.
Somewhere around there. I'm the short one in my family.
I love that.
Literally, my entire family is over 6 foot, except for me.
Well, our family on both sides short. Yeah. Like, there's no chance. There's no way that anybody in my family could be tall.
You're the slightly taller one, aren't you?
Huh?
You're the slightly taller one, aren't you?
Than my mom and my aunt.
Yeah.
Jordan's taller because her dad's tall, but she's still not tall.
No. Yeah.
She says, okay, I'm a little shorter. 5'9" or 5'10".
So I used to have this thing about height. I dated a gentleman that was a lot shorter than me in high school, and it just didn't sit right in my head after an experience. And so I was like, this isn't okay. But I think I just prefer to date people that are taller than me. And so, you know, all of my partners from there were at least 6 foot. And then Ash and I met through Tinder. And I asked him what his height was. And he was like, I think he said he was 5'10" or 5'11" or whatever. And we matched, FaceTime for 3 hours that night. And then the next day I was like, do you want to come over? So he came over. I'm like, bitch, you are not 5'10", 5'11", you're 5'9". And he's like slightly shorter than me. And I'm like, this doesn't matter. I've unlearned that belief. But it was a struggling point for me because of this experience. But it's like, yeah, Alicia's probably the same height as Ash, who's just a smidge shorter than me.
I actually dated a guy that was 6'4" once, and it was not a good experience.
Oh.
And he was also somebody that was not a good experience for me. And so I think ever since him, I'm like, I'd rather just date somebody closer to my height, because I had this, like you did, I had this bad experience dating this guy, and that brought into like, I mean, most people love dating taller guys. And I'm like, nah, I don't need to. No. But then it's also because he was just kind of, you know? Yeah.
Tara is with Amy. 5 foot 2.5 inches.
Twinsies.
I'm the same Page. I tried one that was shorter and I couldn't. So I definitely stuck on the height train. And now my child is on the way to be 6'5" if he keeps growing the way he is. That's insane.
I had a crush on a guy who was 6'10" once.
Oh, no.
That is super.
I think
he was the same height as me sitting down. Sorry, go ahead, Faye.
I think Taryn was 6'8".
Wow, it's too tall.
that was tall. We got in trouble because we worked at Macca's and started making out in the restock area. And if we had just gone slightly to the left, we would have been out of the view of the camera. But instead, our manager got to watch us make.
Oh, gross.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
My bad.
Goodness.
I made out in the grooming area of PetSmart with the guy that I was making out with. We didn't actually ever date, but the grooming area, there was luckily no cameras in there.
Amy, I was going to ask where you came up.
Like, yeah.
Well, I didn't actually date him. I had a crush on him. But, and I was like, this would never work because that is huge.
Yeah.
His head's almost the ceiling in most places. He had to duck through doors most of the time. That's too tall. Too tall for me. Like for a 5'2" and 3/4 person.
Yeah.
It was it would have been. It was uncomfortable kissing the 6'4" dude. It would have been
100%.
Yeah.
I knew where they were. I just forgot.
Who else is made out at work?
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
I was loud, Jared.
there's still time. I can't now because
No.
yeah. So I'm glad that I did it in my youth when I worked at PetSmart as a kid, teenager.
PetSmart.
Mm-hmm.
My mum just sent me the best selfie I think she's ever taken. And she's like, I am the worst selfie taker ever. I'm like, this is great.
Let's see it.
We're at the Golden Bridge in Vietnam, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
it's good.
My mum and my dad. Her
That's
face
actually
is
really
awful.
good. That's cute.
I love it.
Yeah.
She's got some good ones. Like, she can take a good selfie. I think because she's just angled herself a little to the side, she's like, this is not good.
She's cut off a little bit of her head, but it's
Kind of like an artistic perspective. Like, I like it.
Yeah. And you can see right down the bridge. I like that.
Yes. I think she did very good. They did like a massive hike thing.
Cool.
My mom doesn't do exercise. She's going to hate
Poor Mom.
this on the internet.
We didn't see it.
She's a good egg. So, yeah, good fun.
That's cute.
Well, have you had enough fun?
I think so. You froze. Oh, there you are.
A lot of fun.
Where are they at? I think she said
I don't
Vietnam.
I think. I'm not 100%. My parents have a tendency to travel a lot, so it's when they get back that I then go, how was it? Where did you go? Because I just can't keep track.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
And you're going to Fiji when?
so we fly out 6 a.m. on the 5th of May.
Wow.
So Australian, we have to be at the airport 3 hours before our flight for international flights.
Oh my.
Bring a good book.
Yeah, I'm going to be crashed out on the plane. And then we come back Wednesday the 15th, and then I'll be staying in Sydney with my parents with Ash for the weekend and come back. So I'm off from Friday the 3rd till Monday the 20th of May.
That's wonderful.
I'm excited. Yes.
Hello.
I have Ash,
That's a long time.
so that will be fun.
Weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I cannot wait. My poor co-workers are dealing with, oh, it's 29 days till Fiji. Oh, it's 28 days. I'm like, I gotta not do that to them. I gotta be conscious of it. But it's like next week is my only 5-day week for April. Like my only 5-day week until I get back from Fiji.
Oh,
Because I'm taking the Monday off of the week after, and then the Thursday after that is Anzac Day, so that's a public holiday, and then I'm taking the Friday after that off because I want to pack. Yeah, it's me. I am the countdown calendar.
Oh, that's so
I
exciting.
have the little icon on my phone. 28 days.
Oh yeah, I see it.
No.
I'm excited for you.
So I had randomly just put in mid-month sprints on like the same sort of like the second Saturday or whatever of each month, and it's like the 11th, and I'm like, I will be in Fiji, but we can do whatever happens, and I would just
we don't have to worry about that.
Who's hosting? And
that will be Amy.
Is it my turn?
Because I did the first one.
so I guess we'll do the mid-month sprints in June then.
Yeah.
Do them whenever.
Or we could do in the beginning of June and be the point sprints. Start out June right for everybody who hasn't started it yet.
Yeah.
I'm up for whatever.
But I'm not going to be.
My school doesn't end till June 18th, so it's not even like.
Really?
I'd be like, oh, yeah. Oh, but we don't start till the like Thursday before Labor Day weekend.
Oh.
So we don't start till the end of August.
Thank you.
Sorry. The end of like May 27th or 28th. Nice. Yeah. Maybe you can change it. Yeah. So maybe we'll do it. Oh, I better remember that I'm setting that up.
Don't you worry. We'll be reminding you.
Good. Look.
Oh, we done it.
Nothing's there yet.
I've got
Yay! Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're gonna be brave and do the coin flip? What?
Same.
And now if I don't have to worry about Jade Legacy, it might be okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, this is doable. For my recommendation video though, what I'm thinking of doing is just having each of the cards laid out and just randomly pulling 3 and then having to give the recommendation that fits to the randomly 3 pulled.
I like that. I love that idea.
Colonel Mustard, Candlestick, and Study.
Colonel Mustard, Candlestick, and Study.
I've got one.
What is it?
The Outsiders by ST. No, The Outsiders by SE.
SE Hinton?
It's old.
Oh.
There's flame as a central part.
Oh, I've never read it, so I don't know. Okay.
And most people study it in school.
Oh. That's quick. You're quick.
That's very smart.
Not always that quick, I promise.
I'm impressed. Do another one. Let's see if we can get it.
Do another one? Do another? Okay. Let's shuffle. I've got to make sure that I actually put them in the right thing.
Oh, May 31st. Oh, wow. That's nice.
Let's go with lead pipe.
Okay. Poisonous.
With kinky. The ballroom. Oh, I've got one already forming. Let's see if the character will match. And we've got Colonel Mustard again. Next.
Phantom of the Opera.
Professor Plum.
Oh.
Or you can keep Colonel Mustard. I don't mind. I just pulled it last time, so I was like, something different. Oh, that actually does not fit for the one that I was thinking. But that's.
Is there any ballroom in the Lost Apothecary? Because purple works for that, and so does lead pipe.
Well, I'd go the
poison
ballroom would count because it's a very elegant cover. It's like.
Would you ask about the Lost Apothecary?
Is there anything that with the ballroom would work for that? Because you've read it.
What's a
purple? Yeah. I think the Definers would work though. The Definers would work. I don't know how the lead pipe works into that one though. But it's purple.
You could use Conservatory for the Lost Apothecary because of all the like herbs and everything that are grown.
I know, but she didn't pull. She didn't pull Conservatory, but yeah.
And there's like plants on the cover and such. Oh, it has to do. Oh, I see. You have to like fit it into.
Randomly drawn.
I'm slow.
Lead pipe. What else do you think of lead pipe? What are others? So I think poison. I think hitting somebody over the head with something because I think of blunt object. Blunt. Straight to the point.
Oh, no, I think I got it. The Cruel Prince series.
But why, is there poison in it?
They're constantly trying to kill each other. It's also kinky because the lead pipe has a kink in it.
Oh, kinky.
Professor is smart. She has to strategize and be strategic about her choices that she makes, which would align into having to think critically about things.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ballroom there's literally a whole dancing scene in it.
Royalty and yeah. Royalty. Okay, do another one. One more.
Let me take out Colonel Mustard so we're not going to get that same. See, like, this is literally what I was going to do for the video.
I like it. I like this idea.
I was also thinking of doing it for my TBR, but I'm also like, ugh, what was the other one? The study.
Maybe I should do it for my TBR.
Why not?
Now that we're not doing Jade Legacy, although I got too many other things to do.
You could make it, literally, if you pull them and you get stuck, message me, and we will make it work. We got the knife.
Everything.
Head with... Cruel Prince wasn't my finest one that I could think of, but I was struggling to think of anything else without defaulting to Katie Robert. Oh, the knife, the library, with... I think I've already got one. Mrs. Peacock.
Blue. Lady. The knife. What about, is there a knife in that? Yeah, there is, isn't there? Isn't there a knife in Discovery Witches and it's blue? Isn't there a famous a famous knife in that one?
Can't remember, but I'll take it.
Stabs you in the gut at some point. The story, not the book.
Yep.
Knife. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that there was like something that was inscribed or engraved, or no, am I thinking of, it's the tomb, like the tome. Then maybe not. What else? Library. There's a lot of books that have libraries and stabbings in them and stuff, right?
Yes.
Look at Danielle's face. Go ahead, Paige.
Female of the Species by Minnie McGinnis.
That wasn't a blue cover, though, was it?
No, it was not. But it has animals
female
on the cover and a strong female character.
Oh, brilliant.
You're too quick.
Knife is literally Alex is a very stabby sort of person. Oh, another one would be Ninth House. That would fit.
I haven't read that yet.
Yes, you do.
And then library, it's a school setting. There's a lot of studying that happens in it.
Oh,
that makes sense.
I want to participate. I just watched your announcement videos the other day. Yes. Everybody participate.
So, yeah, like, obviously, you don't have to do this for your...
Is knife just for stabby read?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is.
It can be razor thin. It can be
sharp, like
a betrayal of some kind. I mean, it can be...
Has a handle.
A
knife
on the cover.
Yeah. Someone works in a kitchen.
Oh, betrayal! Betrayal. Get stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Could have betrayal in it.
That's what I'm using it for.
Yeah, I like that you put your TBR in the announcement as well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So good. Yes.
That was the point, Alicia.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm saying this, and you both are the hosts. And
so yeah, you get to interpret the prompts however you want, so you can like make it work for you and what you actually want to read.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books that I need to read in May. So we're going to pull the cards and then make them fit to the books.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I can do that. Like, and especially if I call out to Ash and be like, hello, I have this book with these cards. Help. Like,
I'm really tempted to do that now for my TBR. So thank you, Paige, for that idea. I like it.
Yay.
I'm excited.
We'll just see what Mr. Green gets. That's the problem.
I can
yeah.
work with that. I will go watch tomorrow to make sure I get my reads figured out. Yes.
What was your ballroom?
I think my other issue is that I don't know what I'm actually going to get finished in April, and that's always my problem because I've got all my Aurelium reads, which I don't worry too much if I don't get them finished in the same month because we have until August. But I'd like to try to get as many of them done as possible.
Yeah.
If you'd like a recommendation for the ballroom from Ash, you could read the 12 Rules for Life by Robert Peterson, whoever that guy was, because it's such a dude bro book that there needs to be more room for the balls.
Oh, Ash.
That's cute, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
See, like you can do, and because when I pulled that, I was like thinking of like Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas because the dad had me in a chokehold with his abilities. But you can take it however you need to, and
Get as creative as possible.
Doesn't have to be safe for work.
Right. Yeah, might have to tap up Ash for all his creative ideas because it's like he always takes these and twists them completely.
I can't remember the exact expression that he says, but rules are made to be bent, and if it breaks, it wasn't the right rule to begin with or something.
Yeah, I literally took 3 books that I wanted to read and was like, okay, how can I make this work?
100%.
And then I did.
Yeah.
I love that about this readathon. I love that.
Yeah. It's meant to fit around everyone's reading. It's not meant to be difficult.
There are no ballrooms in Bridgerton? What?
Oh, there's a lot. I just so my plans for reading Bridgerton at this moment are just to get through book 4 because the next season, which comes out in the middle of May, is book 4. And so I needed to make sure I got through book 4. Doesn't mean I won't continue the series after I finish book 4, but I haven't thought that far forward yet. I just have to get to the Colin Penelope story because I can't wait to do it. So, I've started it, so that's
Ash message the actual thing. Rules are made to be bent. If they can't, they're broken.
Aha! I like that.
That's his whole philosophy, and especially when it applies to TBR games, he will bend those as far as humanly possible.
Which is like so hard for me because I'm such a rule follower. I'm like trying not to be, but like when I watch people's videos and I'm like, that they cheated. They cheated.
Fine.
No, I mean, I get it. Like, I don't necessarily like dislike. It's just, it doesn't. It tries like it keeps playing in my head over and over. Like they cheated.
You have the set way of thinking about it, so it's like, oh, they didn't go that way. Oh no.
So my brain is like, but they were cheating. But they cheated. I don't think you've ever made me feel that way though, Paige. So I don't think you cheat as much as you'd like to think you do.
I usually have pretty good justification behind it.
And that's okay. If you can justify it, it's great. But if you just change the rules completely then I'm like, then why'd you make that rule to begin with?
Yeah.
That's exactly what Ash says. Then it was broken to begin with. Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
My mind just exploded.
And it makes so much sense. It's like, well, yeah, if it can't be flexible, then the rule's faulty to begin with.
Yep. Danielle.
Parenting is another story. Like, there are some rules, especially in the classroom with parenting, they need to be followed.
Yes.
But you also allow the kids to push the boundaries on what's okay or not.
And nowadays, like, it's really common to set those rules with the class. Like at the very beginning, you set those expectations with the class so that they're co-creating it, so they have some ownership of the rules themselves. And sometimes they're way more strict than you'd be as a teacher.
Yeah. I understand. And there's so many different versions of Clue nowadays as well.
I've never played Clue in my life, so this game has always been scary
for me.
Figuring out a TBR. Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
we use a lot of creative flexibility from the actual game itself.
Yeah, and we do have that prompt ideas doc, and we do have a link to like the fandom page, like the wiki fandom page, to like give you some background information on the characters, like if you're not familiar with them or whatever. So
Yeah, because I'm especially the characters, like their
don't be
personalities. I'm not.
afraid.
I
Yeah,
think that would be helpful because I'm not super familiar with like their personalities per se.
like Colonel Mustard, like somebody in like the military, you know, that would apply.
Right.
Mrs. White is the maid. The new
And you can
version of the
sort of
game
just
has
add your own.
do what?
Like you can sort of add what you think their personality would be.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
Scarlet might not necessarily be a seductress. She could be a bloody assassin.
That's
Like-
right. Yeah. Totally.
Red,
Totally.
purple, royalty.
Yeah.
White, innocence. Green, envy.
Ooh, I
Greed.
love that. Using the kind of meaning behind the color. I love
Yellow,
that idea.
scaredy cat.
Ironic.
Blue,
Food.
depressed. Sad book.
Oh, Amy, that's so
Mustard
good.
food.
I really love that. I hadn't thought about that.
I didn't either till now.
Oh, I really
There you
like that a
go,
lot.
there you go.
I'm gonna use that in like subsequent years, or we could even just like update the suggestion thing.
Yeah, 100%. Like the prompt list is open for anyone, I think, to be able to edit it. So
Oh, okay.
we can just go in because that was, I think, the point. I'll just double check if it's still open. I might have closed it from last year. Google.
Oh, thanks. Night, Stacy. Thank you
Night,
for being
Stacy.
here.
Where'd it go? There it is. Anyone with the link?
You know, we used to like always chat for a long time after we'd end our lives, and now we've just got to the point where we just have our chat.
We'll just chat on the live. It'll be fine.
Why bother with chatting afterwards when you
Okay.
get to chat on the lives?
Well, because then everybody else can chat too.
I know,
If
I
they-
like it.
If they
Hey.
want to.
It's our
And not
crew.
worry about Clue.
What'd you say, Paige?
And not worry about Clue. They can learn that it's okay. It's not that scary.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I do love that idea, though. I mean, I can't wait to. I gotta find out if I'm gonna. I gotta find out what Mr. Green's gonna do.
Oh yeah, flip
Yeah,
that
green, green.
coin, girl.
Mm.
Should I
Say-
flip it with y'all on here?
Yeah.
Alexa, flip a coin.
Okay. You got tails.
Ah.
No. Alexa,
Amy's like-
you suck.
Amy's like, no, I didn't flip it, so it doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
Ah,
it counts.
no.
It
Oh
counts,
no.
Excited that you're excited.
Oh, it counts for me. Oh no.
Does it count for both of us?
I mean, it can if you wanted to. It doesn't have to. Like, you can just flip it in your game. I don't care.
I think it counts for
Minimum
both
of
of us, Paige.
6.
Look,
I think
was
it counts for
gonna do
both of
one per
us.
book anyway.
Okay, well, I mean, I wasn't. Okay, so tails. I'm gonna do it. Minimum.
No, Alexa, it doesn't count. It has to be Amy's
Oh, my secret.
at C coin.
Maybe I should do 2 flips. Minimum of. Oh, Alicia, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. You can do best out of 3.
Okay, and
Majority
then-
wins.
Danielle, you have to have some way of flipping a coin.
Well, I already did my
It's
dice
not going
roll.
to be applicably.
No, for me.
For
So best
Amy.
out of 3.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll get my coin.
Oh, it's happening. I'm gonna die if hers is rough seas.
Okay, we ready?
It's more entertaining than I thought it would be. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It both says rough seas.
Smooth sailing. Heads.
Oh!
You're the tiebreaker. Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah, you can fucking me over or not. Here we go. Oh. Wait, was yeah, oh, okay.
I haven't flipped it yet.
This is
Is
weird.
that
to
heads
do
or
it
tails?
Yeah, you're doing good. There we go. Oh!
It's tails. Oh no.
So screwed!
Oh no.
Oh,
Rude.
that you
Minimum of
actually
6.
good.
What?
Minimum
the
of
one
6
that
books.
you did was good to you. And the two of us.
I thought you liked me. I thought y'all really liked me.
I do. I do really like you.
Decided my fate. That's okay. I'm excited. It's okay. I'm excited.
Like, the thing is, you can still do one. What is
I
it?
can still
It's
randomly
one
choose.
triple up.
So Alicia,
What is it?
because I knew you were going to have questions about this. So the reason they are flipping a coin before they make their TBR is because they are playing as Mr. Green. So before you do anything, you're going to pick who you're playing as. And each of the people have their own like special thing. So Mr. Green's thing is that he flips a coin. If he gets heads, he gets to automatically reveal a room, weapon, and character video. Okay. But if Mr. Green gets tails, he has to read a minimum of 6 books. Now, I am playing as Miss Peacock. And what Miss Peacock does is she rolls a d6, and whatever number is on the d6, she gets to start the readathon that many days early.
Mhm.
So each one has its own thing. So definitely watch the videos and check out the Google Drive, because that'll explain everything, and then you can pick and decide, what you want to do.
And I decided I want chaos, and so I picked Mr. Green. Because
Yeah.
last time I picked Miss Scarlet, because she
Yeah.
gets to skip the final challenge. Like, you have to do a spinner wheel challenge, and she got to skip it. And I wanted that because I was going away or something, or I just didn't want the extra book.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I can't do the same person this time. So I picked Mr. Green, because why not?
This is
Okay,
why.
yeah, I will have to do some studying tomorrow. It's not too difficult. Can you remind me of Professor Plum's ability? I think I have the cards on my phone.
Well, you still did me well, Coin. Even if my friends didn't.
Oh man, I feel like a terrible friend right now.
You can either do
So
one-
Plum gets to watch one room reveal without having to read a book for that prompt.
So the room reveal, yeah.
So you can do one triple up, one double up, and then 4 singular books. Or you can do 2. Yeah, no, that's it.
1 triple, 1 double.
Brenna also
4.
always plays as Professor Plum. Sweet.
Oh, that's the only way I can get 6 books?
I think so.
Okay.
Like that will be the 6 cap.
Okay. I like that. That's fine. It works by me. So I can at least do the random pull with my triple and my double.
Yes.
And then I can pick 4 books. Actually, that's nice because it gives me a little more freedom with the other 4 books. And I can handle 6.
I mean, really, all of them are advantageous. I think probably the biggest risk is Mr. Green. Everybody else is like very beneficial.
5, 6. No, you can do 3 lots of doubling up, and then 3 singular books as well.
So, Miss Peacock, you can roll a d6, start the readathon that many days early. Colonel Mustard, you can watch 1 character reveal without having to read a book. Mr. Green, you flip a coin, heads, you watch 1 room, 1 weapon, and 1 character reveal video without having to fulfill those prompts. And then if you get tails, you read a minimum of 6 books. So that one's like the real gamble. Miss Scarlet, you seduce your way out of doing the challenge wheel before the final guess. Professor Plum, you reveal a room. Mrs. White, you reveal a weapon, and that's it. So, I mean, the only one that you're really, really taking a chance with is Mr. Green.
Mrs. Peacock is probably the most advantageous if you need more time. But now you're not reading Jade Legacy anyway.
Well, I mean...
She might still, though.
But, I mean, you can now start early anyway and still just know. And then, the 3, Plum, White, and Mustard are just 1 of each.
Well, and if your excitement is getting the better of you, you get to start
Peacock or Green sounds like a good time. Yes.
Yeah.
I think I played as Miss Scarlet last year, just because I didn't feel like doing the challenge wheel.
Same.
But I think I'm going to do it this year, but I'm not going to do like the one where you add a book. I'm going to do the one where like you do an activity. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's like, and you can also, for that, if you choose to do not play as Miss Scarlet and do the actual wheels, you can change them. You can customize them to be whatever you want them to be. So you could make it even easier and it'd be like, go for a minute walk.
Yeah.
Look outside or look at a pretty picture. Like, you can change it to what you want.
I'm over here like, pet the cat, catch a Pokemon,
cuddle a Snorlax,
have a cup of tea. Like,
wait, Danielle, are we not friends on Pokemon Go?
Okay, Amy, I sent you a request. Like,
I sent it to you.
It didn't ever show up in my thing. Like, it never showed up.
And then when I tried to send it again, it's like, oh, you've already sent it.
You've already sent it.
Oh, I'll send one then. As I'm opening Monopoly Go.
And then it worked.
Can you find me on there? Can you like?
I'm just going to text it to you.
Oh, okay. Wait. I don't think that'll work.
It worked for Paige.
Oh.
Yeah. You emailed it. You didn't text
it. A Whalmer.
Popped it in.
Oh, 2 Whalmers.
Those things are.
I'm so close to being able to upgrade that thingy.
Don't forget to throw a pin up at it.
A pin?
The pineapple.
The pineapple.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Alicia, if you do go with Mr. Green and you happen to get 6 books minimum, you can either do 4 singular books, 1 where you're doubling up and 1 that you're tripling up, or you can do 3 singular books and then 3 double ups.
I think I'm going to do the 1-1-4 because I really want 1 that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm just trying to do math and brain does not brain.
Yeah, that's all right. I get it. Hey, at least you were trying to do the math for us. I wasn't trying at all.
I love Big Small Weak. What's just touched? Oh, Mega Charizard. Shadow Sneasel.
Oh, it went. Okay, so see if it came through.
Yeah, there you are.
My raids aren't showing up.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. It never showed that either of you sent me a request.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's not very nice, is it?
No.
Alicia has many decisions to make.
Yes, you do. And I don't know what books I'm going to get done in April, so I don't...
Yeah, that's a harder thing as well.
Yeah.
I want to shine Snorlax.
Hey, I finally got a Snorlax that was over 1,000 combat point power.
Yes. I got an extra large Snorlax.
What is the deal with the size? Does that?
No, it doesn't matter. I don't think. It's just fun.
Okay.
So I called him Snormax.
Because he's so big.
So above his CP
You can
point.
change his name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
There's a little like thing. Because
Yeah, you can
he's
change
the heaviest Snorlax
gosh, I didn't
I've ever
know
got.
that. Wow.
So
Yeah.
and then you can turn them.
Aw.
And then Ash got a shiny tiny Joltik.
Tiny shiny. I got a super tiny Joltik the other day.
It's big, small,
think I
big.
did
So there's the potential of getting super tiny Pokemon that are 8 different kinds and super extra large, massive Whalmers, Snorlaxes. Setotl. Look at her. It's so cute.
Oh,
Those are
those
so
guys are
cute.
so cute. I know. I like those guys too.
That was my first time getting one this week of those little guys.
I think me too.
I hadn't seen them before.
And I've never seen this many Wilmers in my life, ever. So excited.
I love them. Oh, there's another Whalmer. Oh my god, it's huge. Look at how big. He's such a big boy. You is beautiful. I know. I got a shiny Whalmer the other day. And Ash was like, you've got Thanos.
What is it? What does it mean if they're shiny? Because I have a shiny Vulpix.
They're just a different color.
Oh.
They're just a different color. And they're rare. So they're just
Yeah.
like, where's my shinies? I got a shiny Vaporeon.
Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. Amy got a shiny Vaporeon, Ash.
Oh, I love it.
Like a million years ago.
Leanna knows what's up.
I got a
shiny. And a shiny Swablu.
I love the shiny Swablu.
Oh, wow. The Wilmer's cool. Why are you
Shiny is better because, shiny.
Oh, I like the Wilmer.
Oh my gosh. So cute.
I got a shiny Magikarp. Actually, I have 2 shiny Magikarps.
Oh, I think I had one.
What was that, Ash?
I have 62 shinies.
Ash has
Oh my
60.
gosh.
Wow.
Ash.
How many do I have? I've got 28.
Oh, I don't have that many. Can you sort by shiny?
Yes. So when you click on your Pokemon, if you hit the search button, it'll come up with like the recommended.
I have 9.
You've got 9. How cute. Oh, there's an Ash.
Hi, Ash.
Oops.
I got a shiny Zekrom.
Whoa. Look at that one, bub.
Oh, nice. Zekrom.
Ash got a purple sheep.
Oh, that's
Oh
cute.
my
Purple
gosh. I love
Alicia
it.
says hi.
Hi.
Got a shiny Vaporeon, Swablu, Meganium. They're kind of cute.
Meganium. That's what Bailey.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, I don't have that one yet.
I got a shiny Diglett.
Oh, look at his little blue beak. I've got a shiny Herdier.
Ooh,
Oh, that's the
Scotty dog.
What's that one look like?
I've got a shiny Fortress. Fortress.
Cute. It looks so cute.
How many shinies do you have, Danielle?
That's a good. Ooh, I just leveled up. 25.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh, I got 25 Ultra Balls. That's exciting.
Alicia's like, all of them are so cute. Hey, yeah.
Looks like a hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
I'm not going to say it.
Hoo-ha.
Shiny Cyndaquil.
Okay. I have.
Oh, an Absol.
Oh, I only have the one Vulpix. That's all I have for shiny.
Oh,
My little baby Vulpix.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's really cute.
And
Love her.
I got my shiny Tapu Lele.
Tapu Lele.
Tapulele?
We got Ash got a shiny Tapu Lele at the race.
Oh, that's cute. I don't have one of those. I bet that's unique to your area.
I've never seen
that
that one.
on them. Are they all over the world at the moment, the Tapu Leles, or was that only in Oceania and down?
believe it was last week that it ended, and it moves to Tapu Bolo next week.
So you should have Tapus rocking up over the next week, but they're only available for like a week.
Oh.
So, and I got it. Was that the one you gave me, or did I get that one?
You got that one.
I got that one. I got shiny Pikachu in a hat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, cute.
Ash has like 30,000 bloody Pikachus with hats, and half of them are shiny.
No, I've only got shiny Pikachu with a Lucario hat.
Ah, that's the one.
I've got, how many Pikachus do I have? I've got a
Too
handful.
many Pikachus.
Far too many Pikachus.
Too many Pikachus.
They're so cute, but they take up space.
I know.
I like Pokemon.
Pokemon, and we got the lucky one with the Christmas hat.
Oh yeah, I got the Christmas one too. Or the Christmas Raichu.
So cute.
So cute.
I like the one with the birthday hat.
The shiny tiny Joltik doesn't even go above
That's
the
cute.
white
Oh my
line.
god, that's
I
adorable.
got the Halloween hat.
Oh, cute.
Oh.
Ash's
Pika's
tiny shiny
still the
Joltik doesn't
best.
even go above the white line.
It's so little.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
so teeny tinies.
Oh, that makes me want to see how small my one is. I wonder if I.
Pika
I
is still
have
the
it.
best.
I know, but they take up space. Ooh, look at this one. I love this one.
Oh yeah, this is my
the
extra
blue
extra
one!
small.
The balloon one.
This is my extra small Joltik. It's
The Pikachu with
0.05.
Nice.
Let me see how small mine is. Oh, look at how little it is.
Tiny.
It's so small.
See, my smallest Joltik is what?
I think my smallest Joltik is the same.
I don't know if I kept them all though, because I had to clear out my you know.
I just love the cutie flyer. I love the different sizing on it. Like if you look at an extra small Diglett compared to a regular Diglett, they're different sizes.
Oh, I do have a
Oh, no.
0.05.
Look at how tiny it is. So
The Diglets? Let me see. I don't think I caught all the Diglets yet.
I only have extra smalls and extra large. So regular size Diglett. It's angry Diglett. I went the wrong way. Ready?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Extra small.
Oh, it's so little. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Extra small. Extra large.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's
That's cute.
Makes me very happy.
I haven't looked at
Yeah.
them compared to each other. I need to do that.
It's just fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't played Pokemon Go in a while. And then my cousin was playing it when she was visiting. And so then I started like, oh, I better open up Pokemon Go again. And then
It has me.
I've just been having so much fun with it lately. So I'm like, okay. And then, so here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. When I first got on my Pokemon Go, I saw that there were friend requests. Like a banner popped up saying, people tried to request your friendship. But it popped up so quickly and went away. And then when I went into my friend thing, there was no thing that said, I was like, how? But there's nowhere here that I can actually tap anything that allows you to become my friend. So when I sent it to you and it sent your request back, there was a thing there that said, this person requested your friendship, and it was there so I could tap it. But I couldn't ever figure out how to get you, because I knew that 2 people sent me friend requests.
That's weird.
But it wouldn't show me who, because the little banner went away right away. And when I went into friends, there was nothing there, and I was searching and searching and searching. There was nothing that allowed me to add those friends.
That's very
So
odd.
then yeah.
Because if you go into your profile, it'll have the me section and then the friends sections.
Yeah, and I went there and it didn't let me do it. There was nobody there. There was nobody for me to add.
Maybe the game just glitched. Because the fact that we could then resend them means they must have expired at some point.
Yeah.
When?
Maybe that was it. Maybe because I didn't go in soon enough.
Which is kind of good, because you'd rather them be able to refresh rather than just sit there forever and a day and not actually add them.
Yeah.
But it's just very odd.
It was
Very
odd. Yeah. Well, I'm glad
Um,
I'm glad I could add my friends.
Yeah, I love that your buddy is a Phoebus.
Well, because I gotta walk it.
That's
To
great.
evolve
I'm
it,
just
you have to walk it.
I didn't even pay
Yeah.
attention who her buddy was. I just changed mine to Joltik. Wait, who did I change mine to?
Yeah, yours is Jolteon, I think.
It's because he matched my outfit.
Love it.
So I had a Wilmer for a long time because it takes so long to get Wilmer candies.
Mhm.
But then my Phoebus, I wanted to evolve it, and I have plenty of candies, but you can't evolve it unless you've walked with it for, 10 kilometers or something?
Yeah. Which is a decent amount.
Especially when I don't walk with my... So here's the thing, I rarely walk with my Pokemon Go on because I'm often, when I'm vlogging, I'm often using I'm trying to save my batteries for videos. So then
Yeah.
I turn off my Pokemon Go whenever I'm walking around because I'm trying to save my batteries. It's annoying. It's annoying. Oh, 20 kilometers. See, look how close I am. Wait. Come on.
Oh,
Hold on. Okay.
down a bit further. Nice. You're almost there, though.
I'm there. I'm almost there. And I got enough
Almost
candies.
there.
What happens if you do that? What happens if you get there?
It'll turn into this thing.
Melodic.
A melodic.
Oh.
It's pretty. Although my friend has one, and she's like, just be warned. You'd think it would look graceful as your buddy. It's not.
Doesn't.
So, yeah. It's good fun.
Okay, good to know.
Is there no way to manually input how much you walked?
I got the...
Oh, that's cute. I would hope so. It would be nice if there was, but there isn't because they probably think you're going to lie about it. And I wouldn't. I'm not a liar. I'm not a lying. Never. I'm a rule follower.
Can't it sync up with Activity Sync? Like Active Sync or whatever?
Oh, like on my Fitbit? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Like mine does.
Oh,
Mine's
really?
connected to my phone, not to my Fitbit, but to my phone's record.
So, like when you come back on,
It's like you've done this.
But you have to have the app open.
I'm not sure. Let me have a look. See, connected devices. No,
Thank you, Danielle.
Oh, you're
we
welcome.
compare it.
I like
No,
to send presents.
No, it's fun.
Nintendo Switch. No, I'm not sure. General activity. Oh, Adventure Sync. Hey Ash,
Yeah.
do you have your Adventure Sync on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that might have been part of the reason why it wasn't working. So in the general settings, if you hit Adventure Sync, it tracks the distance and the location while the game's closed.
Advanced settings?
So settings, account general.
Mine's turned on.
Adventure Sync.
Is yours off, Amy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Hey! I think I fixed your problem.
You fixed it.
Well, it still probably won't be 100%, but...
How about battery saver?
Yeah, I've got that one on. And I got the show Pokemon ribbon for when you get them to be your bestest buddy. Because it shows up on their chest like a proud little buddy.
How does battery saver work?
It goes into if you put your phone to a different way, sometimes it will put it up as a screensaver rather than just keep it fully open. Oh, look at he's wearing his little bestest buddy badge.
Oh, that's cute.
And then I did my first proper buddy was with my Ampharos.
Oh, that's cute. How come I haven't done that?
You got to keep it like, so as you're getting hearts throughout the day, that you eventually level up friendship levels with the Pokemon that you're walking with.
Oh.
And you like, you
I've been
level
walking
it
with
up.
my Feebas for a million years.
But you can only get, like, it only counts as 6Ks a day.
Oh, because we haven't
And
been
then-
walking together enough.
When you give them treats, play together. So when you go into play and like rub them on the head till they glitter, you can only get one of those a day.
Oh my
And
gosh, I
taking
didn't
a
even know you
photo
could
of them.
do that.
So
What?
Dragonite is currently a good buddy, and I
How do you-
need
How do you
38 more.
how do you battle with them?
That's like setting it to be in your party when you verse Team Rocket, or doing in the Pokemon leagues, or even like you can do it in the training battles and just leave after it's landed 2 hits, and then it counts.
Oh, because I'm like, he's really low level, I think.
So yeah, you can cheat that one. So in the battle ones, there's the 3 training ones, and as long as they like put damage on once, you can then exit, and it's like you won't get the rewards, and it's like, yeah, that's fine, but you still get the hearts.
But you still get the hearts. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So then you don't have to die with them over and over again.
That sounds good.
And yeah, we just get besties buddies. And I really want a Gengar because when you get besties buddies, it goes on the top of their head.
You don't have a Gengar?
No.
I got one.
I've got a Ghastly, I think. Or what have I got? I got a Ghastly. Yeah, so if you make him your bestest buddy when he gets a ribbon, it will pop up on his like forehead.
Oh, that's cute.
Ash just recently did it, and I'm like, I want one so bad.
Okay, I didn't know that about buddies at all. So now I know.
Yeah.
I've learned something new.
And then like they'll get you little souvenirs. If you get to the great buddy, they'll do catch assist. So if you throw a Pokeball, but like the Pokemon hit it away, it will bounce back, and then they'll pop it back onto the Pokemon you're trying to catch, so you don't lose that Pokeball. Not every time, but sometimes. And then yeah. And when you get to the best buddy, they get like a CP boost if you have them as your friend while you're battling.
Okay.
And they get a ribbon. And yeah, Ultra Buddy, they find locations and they give you souvenirs as well.
Okay.
So, yeah. I really like having bestest buddies.
How do you battle together with them?
That's what I'm doing, yeah. I got my little guy
if
there.
you go into the like battle area, you can do it in the league, but you can also go down to the training one, and then just set it to be the first person. So
yeah, we lost pretty quickly.
party as the buddy that you need it to be, and then battle.
How do you get a heart?
Okay.
It might take a minute to load up.
Okay.
It's the same with finding a new place. So any of the Pokestops that have the ring around them are a new one, but it takes like a minute for it to register that you've actually visited a new place.
Is everybody interested in this?
They are now.
We only have 2 people watching.
Oh, good. I mean, not that we don't want people watching, just saying I don't want people being like, these people are the boringest ever.
We can sign off.
That sounds like a them problem, though. If they think
Yeah, that does sound like. Yeah. They love us, don't they? We love them.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like that whole other aspect to it. So.
Okay. That's cool. I've learned something new about Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have fun.
It's fun. Well, I didn't know that stuff, though. And I've been playing for a while.
Ash introduced me, and then I've sort of just run with it.
It's fun. It's a fun game.
Oh, Leanna's just like chilling out with us.
They're so wonderful and chill.
I haven't played Pokemon Go, but I love Pokemon. You would love Pokemon
It's
Go.
fun, Alicia. Send us a friend request.
Nice.
I'm impressed with people who can read and listen at the same time. I can't do that.
Yeah.
That
I can try. I'm usually not going to be successful.
Yeah, I'm not successful at all.
I just want to catch big, shiny Snorlax. That's my goal.
Yeah, shiny Snorlax would be cool.
He's just he matches my hair color.
Oh, I see. That's cute. I really want to turn my something into a Slaking. I forget the name of it. I want a Slaking so badly.
Which one is Slinking?
Slaking.
Slacking.
The one that lays on its side and just hits you with one arm.
What's the other one?
My buddy's
What?
not showing up. Like whenever I clicked on that training thing, it's not like giving me.
You gotta
that.
feed it.
I did.
Is
You
it
did?
it's sitting
All the
at
way
a
full?
higher level than what you've set?
I don't think so.
Did you feed it all the way? Like it's got the pink has got to go all the way around.
Yeah, I did.
So which one are you? Where are you in?
I clicked on that like first trainer one.
This one? Or the
Oh no, I went down to the bottom.
Yeah.
You did this. You fed it.
And then which one of these did you hit?
Well, only the top one was available for me.
Oh.
Oh, because you have to play a few before you can.
Oh. So if your buddy is higher level than that, it won't be unlocked then, I suppose. So you might have
No,
to.
you should be able to.
No, you should be
What
able
level's
to.
your buddy?
That's a
What's
good
their CP number?
Because you have to add it when you go into battle.
Oh, maybe that's what's wrong.
So you know when it gives you the suggestions,
It's
it'll be
like
like 3 suggestions. You have to click the first one. And change it.
1,920.
Oh, okay, that's probably what it is then.
Yeah,
That's too
'cause
high.
You would need to have the
1,500, I
ultra
think.
one. So how do you unlock those? That's weird that.
Maybe I just haven't been battling long enough.
Yeah, maybe if you just give the top one a go with whatever Pokemon fulfill the criteria, it will probably destroy you very quickly.
You have to play at least one round and win, I think, and then you can get to the next.
I see.
But it's really low level, so it should be fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or if you go into the Ultra League with the one that you've got, it will be able to register that. So.
That's what I do all day at work. Get through my YouTube, watch later, read, and work at the same time. I have a schedule of how I work things usually. I love it.
It's awesome.
That's amazing.
The only way I was ever I was able to, when I worked in accounting, I couldn't listen to audiobooks or anything because I need to focus with audiobooks, but I could listen to this morning show that I loved. So like all day long, I'd play old episodes of the morning show and I could listen to that and still do all the work. And I could listen to music, although that's distracting too because I'm the kind of person who when I start listening, I want to sing, which, you know, isn't bad, but yeah, still couldn't listen to audiobooks because I need to focus when I'm doing math. Even if it's basic accounting math.
I love Pokemon.
It's fun. Well, this was wonderful.
It was wonderful.
I love spending time with you and everyone in the discussions. I'm so glad this was so fun. Like, even if there were strong feelings, especially because there were strong feelings.
That's right.
This was a blast.
That's right.
Everyone must die.
Even if some of those feelings are wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Love you, Paige. Trying to kill off another of my favorite characters. That's...
Do it again!
I know. It's awesome.
Leanna, Alicia, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And whoever else. Oh, yeah, I think it's just you two.
Love spending time with you.
Bye, everyone. Oh, you're welcome.
Bye.